So the module we're running today is called Rotblack Sludge. It says, you face execution for heretical theft, but a masked seer, a courtier of the Shadow King, offers you a chance at life. The king's one true heir, his son Alden, is missing. Without an heir, the Shadow King will eventually be forced to hand his crown to his imbecile brother. Get him back discreetly, and wealth, life, and freedom will be yours. It's believed that Alden is imprisoned in the infamous underground locale, a place no free man would willingly go, a place called the Accursed Den. And that is where we're going today. So, if you want to do literally anything, you tell me. So, don't worry about stats, don't worry about what feats you have, there are no feats. If you want to block with a shield, if you want to do something weird, that's fine.
I'm nothing with you.
You can do whatever you want. You can say you slide across the ground and you slash at their crotch. Cold shots are kind of but you can say whatever you want to say. You swing, you swing. This game has only player-facing rolls, meaning when you're attacked, you roll. When you attack, you roll. So you roll to defend and you roll to attack. There isn't an AC in this game. Instead, there's armor. So basically what happens is, when you get hit, you roll to defend. If you succeed, you get a free parry. If you crit, you get a free parry. If you succeed, you roll your armor, which is anywhere from a D2 to a D6, probably a D2, and you reduce the damage by that. So instead of just having really high AC and missing a lot, they lower the AC effectively, and you just have armor that mitigates the hit. So realistically, if you get hit for 3, you could get hit for 0 if you're lucky. So you struck, but your armor will mitigate it. The higher your armor, the slower you are, and you can't use magic, for the most part. Unless you have a weird feat or something, don't worry too much about that. So, there are a few options. You can, if you want, this game does have classes. If you want to make this relatively simple, we can pick a class. Or, we can basically roll up a random character. It takes an extra second, but we can do that. I can literally generate a character in a single click. It'll do everything. It's actually very nice and straightforward.
Who am I?
Okay, so, let's get to that real quick. Ah, shit. Toggle none. Shit. Okay. Waifu, could you help me real quick?
Of course.
Okay, this is silly. Go back to the Mork Borg book, please. Open it. Okay, there are classes technically near the bottom. It's like on page 20 or 30. You gotta scroll down. Scroll. Start scrolling. There's no index. You think there's an index in this book? Don't go too far. That's too far. Yes, that is Seth. Oh, yeah, by the way, go back to that page.
I don't know what page that was.
Which page is this?
Yeah, 58.
All right, Seth, go to page 58.
Oh, boy.
Scroll up. Looking for the classes. These are monsters. Almost there. Almost there.
Was that a heart?
That's a heart. That's your hit points.
That is a real heart.
Yeah, like I said, it's basically an art book.
Oh, this is so stylized. It's kind of hard to read.
Yes, that is something people don't like about this book, but it's not there. All right, cool. That's a class.
I was watching a video about the book, and this guy's like, if you can get past how bad they designed the book.
See, that's the funny thing. Some people adore the way this book is designed. Some people hate it. I totally do not blame you because it can be really hard to find things. All right, babe. What I need you to do, go back. Don't read through those.
Yes, okay. I am a goblin.
he's got a little wiener.
It says
He's so funny like
class.
Correct, yes. Okay, so I want you to read me these off. So Fang Desert is the first one. Read me the next one.
Gutterborn Scum.
Next.
Esoteric Hermit.
Next.
Wretched Loyalty. Royalty.
Okay, next.
Heretical Priest.
Okay, and then the Herbmaster.
Occult Herbmaster.
Okay, last one. Yes, okay, cool. Alrighty. So, like I said, we have two choices. I can roll you up a character, and you will get a random... if you go to the page she was on, can you remember what page that was? The first one?
46.
Okay, on page 46 is basically the fighter class. If you want, we can do one of two things. So, let me remind you, this game can be incredibly lethal. I'm going to give you guys something called Omens. Omens basically allow you to... do fancy things like reroll your dice or negate a crit, things of that nature. They're really cool. It's basically personal inspiration that you actually want to use because you freaking need it. And I'll give each of you like two of those, so in case something horrible happens, you do have those. Basically, one of two options. You can say, I want to be a blank, and I will roll it up for you. You can just say, completely random, I don't give a shit, just throw me something. We'll do that. Or we can make a custom character. Totally up to you. Waifu, do you know what you want to do?
I'm reading.
Okay. Seth, do you know what you want to do?
No.
So like I said, I can do one of two things. If I when I hit the random button, it'll either give me one character from the random classes, or you can just say, give me a random Gutterborn Scum. If you don't know what that is, let me know. That's basically a rogue, but I can literally make a character in 2 seconds. If we do the custom character option, it takes an extra second longer. We just roll on a bunch of tables. I'm going to say this. I'm going to give all of you a scroll. In this game, magic is scrolls. They are very dangerous. Magic in this game is very dangerous. This world is literally ending. It's on fire. There's demons and shit everywhere. Everyone knows the world is ending. It's so bad, it's looped back around to being funny. So that's how horrible the world is in Mork Borg. I'm going to give each of you a scroll. You do not have to use it, because failure, well, if you roll a 1 when you try to use a scroll, let's just say something not great's going to happen. To the point, possibly to the point of hilarity. If you fail, you take damage, and you're technically tired for an hour and can't cast any more spells. I'm going to say instead, you can continue casting spells because we're just doing this for the one time, but you do take that damage. I forgot, there was some other downside, I forgot what it was. It's fine though. But to cast a spell, you need to roll a 12 with your presence. When you choose a class or you choose an idea, your stats are randomly rolled. So this is not like D&D, there's no 18 and that means 4. It's just your stat is 0. Your stat is -1. Your stat is 2. Very straightforward. That is what the modifier is. They don't want to bullshit around. So let's say you want to play a fighter, you probably want to be a Fang Deserter. We'll roll you up a Fang Deserter, and your main stat's going to be Punch, Strength. I'll give you an extra +1 just so you guys are a little hardier. We'll make sure you don't have 1 HP, and then we'll get to moving. Also, in case you die, you're more than welcome to basically make a clone of the same character, or...
Roll me up a hermit.
What do you want, a hermit? Oh, esoteric hermit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, wonderful. One of the great things about this is it also gives you a fun little name and art. All right, waifu, you are Vlmong, the esoteric hermit.
Vlmong?
Vlmong.
I don't like that name.
You can rename it. It also gives you art. You don't have to use that, but that is the art that... Oh, no. So that's the art that's chosen for the esoteric hermit. You can change it, but that is the art that they threw at you.
Okay.
Oh, God, it really rolled for you, didn't it? Okay. Oh, no. I knew it! I knew it!
What?
Okay, you get random things, like a talking horse, or other weird things. Yeah. This game gave you a monkey.
Hell yeah.
Well, time to pick a different class.
I can delete it.
No, give
I'll
it to
delete
me. I'll
Okay,
take your monkey.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. Okay, I'll delete your monkey. I knew it. There's like a 1 in 20 chance to get a monkey, and I knew you were going to get it. But this is great. She's conflicted and endlessly aggravated, prone to fits, and refuses to bathe.
Oh, God.
That's disgusting.
You have Eldritch origins. Wandered memoryless from the mouth of a cavern at the cliffs of Terrion. The stone of your cave is one of the stars, silence and perfection. Now the chaos of a fallen world disturbs your rituals, and the call of the night grows blacker than your cavern's gloom. Irritating. All right, look at your treasures. These are the things you have on you. You have a knife. So you have a bear trap, dried food. You have a scroll. Good job. A knife and a water skin. You can carry 8 items plus 1 per strength. You also have 20 silver on you.
Says I can carry 9.
Correct, because you have 1 strength.
Okay.
Yeah. You have 4 omens. That's a good thing. That means 4 times you can basically cheat. If you want to see what omens do, Oh, God, this is so good. Put your finger over the word omens. It tells you what it does. Don't click it. Just put your finger over it.
Where?
The word omens in the middle of the screen. You said you could read the font. You have 4 of them. So, when you use an omen, you either get max damage, you can reroll, you can reroll for anybody. So, allies too. You can do minus D6 damage, you can lower the DR, which is the challenge rating, by 4, or you can say no fumble. AKA, someone hits you critically, you can go, now I'm good, and just pay 1 of your omens.
Okay.
Yep. You have a knife. Let me go and clear the chat real quick. Okay.
No!
So, if you want to change your name, you own the character, you're more welcome to do so. Don't worry about miseries, we're not touching those. Don't touch get better. I know it's broken, it just says the word get. You do have a power. Your power is currently called Enochian Syntax. This is a spell. It says 1 creature blindly obeys a single command. That's it.
It sounded like you just said a sim word.
Well,
Enochian syntax.
technically those are both real words. So since you have the first character, let's go ahead and do a quick practice run with you, Mr. Vlomong. Let me pull you onto the battlefield.
Mrs. Don't mind the beard.
Don't mind the beard, it's okay.
Don't mind the beard.
Pop you in there. Okay, there's your HP bar. There you are. Beautiful Vlomong. All right. So let's say you wanted to kill something. You have to open your character sheet. Sorry, there's no like extra, fancy drop-down menus. All right, so you see where it says knife?
Yeah.
It says 1d4 melee attack?
Yeah.
Click attack. All right, so what's it asking there?
Attack DR
12, because that's normal.
and target armor.
All right, target armor should be 0. It might say 1d2.
It does.
That's fine. So what you see there is just a blank, so don't worry about that. Go ahead and hit roll. Okay, that means you rolled a d20 plus 1, 13. That's a hit. You do 3 damage. Simple. That's how damage works in this game. So unless I tell you the enemy's AC is higher, you don't need to worry about it. Boom, very quickly. There it is. If you want, you can click that a few times, kind of just see how that works. And go ahead and roll me a defend roll. Now you're being hit.
Now you die.
All right. So read those off for me real quick.
Defend DR.
Okay, should still be 12.
Modified DR.
Do the same.
Incoming attack.
All right, make that 1d4. Okay, hey! You critically defended. That means you don't just block it, you get out of the way
Oh,
and
I'm
you get
so glad to be wasting these crits.
I know, right? So I don't roll anything. You guys, it's all on your guys' side. If you fail for whatever reason, you can use an omen. One other cool thing is you only do 1d4 damage. There's no pluses. Your knife is 1d4. Let's say you have a weapon that happens to do 1d6 or 1d8, and you need to kill this thing. You can spend an omen to do the full damage. So if you hit him, you go, screw this. I'm popping an omen and doing all 8 damage. You can totally do that, so you don't need to worry too much about rolling a 1 on an 8 and going, ugh. You're going to need those, by the way. You have a knife. You have all those random things on you. You have a feat called Master of Fate. It says, what use are maps when the substance of casualty itself is open to you?
Causality hub.
That's what I said, yeah. You know the right way with a DR presence test.
That is a super fancy science term.
You're an esoteric hermit, babe. Go ahead and read us the definition
Yes,
of
the
causality.
relationship between cause and effect.
There you go. Causality. Alrighty. Anthony, do you know what you'd like to play?
Randomize me.
You want a full-on random?
Give me whatever.
Alrighty, let's do this shit. Like, re-click all of them. Alright. Make scum. We got a gutterborn scum named Pell. I'm gonna put you
How do I
in
see this? How do I see
Give me
mine?
1 second. I have to give you permission so you own it. He's very cute. I'm going to put him on the map. Give me 1 more second. All right, this is who you are. You are Pell.
Thank you. I love it.
All right, your treasures, the items that you have on you. You have dried food. You have 4 life elixirs. You have a sack with 10 open slots. Nice. You have a short sword. Let's go ahead and equip that. You have a sharp needle and a water skin with 4 charges. You also have 50 silver. You have no scrolls or powers, but I'll give you one because I think it's funny. Your short sword is the same damage as the dagger, 1d4. I like how it doesn't say description. It says obituary. An ill star smiled upon your birth. Poverty, crime, and bad parenting didn't help either. In your community, an honest day's work was never an option. Not that you ever tried. What are you, some kind of mug? A razor blade and a moonless night are worth a week of chump work. Secretive and ruthless, hunchback, picks and peels at your own skin. You have a bad birth. Your mother was hanged from a tree outside of Galgenbeck, and you fell from the corpse. Hey, your guts!
That's disgusting.
I love it.
It's Berserk. Awesome. Okay. Can't escape Berserk references, apparently. All right. How much HP do you have long? 5? Okay.
How do I say my name?
How do you want to say your name?
I'm looking at it.
It looks like Pell. All right. You also actually have 2 feats, it looks like. You have Escaping Fate. Every time you use an omen, there's a 50% chance that it's not
It's
spent.
Italian.
And you have something called Escaping Fate. Basically, whenever you use an omen, you have a half chance that it won't be spent. That's actually really good. You also have something called Stealthy. All presence and agility tests have their DR reduced by 2. So that means if you ever have to do a presence or agility test, it's a 10 instead of a 12. That's actually really good. So basically, this game kind of lowers your stats by giving you a feat. You have to remember you have these, but that's pretty dope. You have no armor?
So his name is actually Italian, and it's skin.
It means skin.
Pelle.
Okay, this game is Nordic, so it makes sense if a lot of things are going to be.
Gross.
All right, let's see. Hit points is roll a d8 plus toughness. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 HP. I'll give you the average of a d8, which would be 4 plus 1 toughness, so 5 HP. That way you don't die in one hit, because you very much can. Other than that, I think you're good. You have your short sword. You have your other stuff. I'm going to go ahead and throw a random scroll into your pocket. We can have a laugh at that. Random scrolls. Alrighty, let's see. We want unclean scrolls because those are funnier. Okay. Oops, I put that in your sack. Oh well. Move it out of your sack? Move it out of your sack. Alright, cool. You have a scroll called Eyelid Blinds the Mind. D4 creatures fall asleep for 1 hour unless they succeed on a DR14 test.
You sound way cooler than I do.
Alright, Mr. Seth, do you know what you want?
We'll go with the priest.
Go with the priest. Create scum. You want the
How do
heretical
we know
priest?
what? Oh, class. Gutterborn scum. Okay. never mind.
Yeah, alright, make scum. You know what? This was fate.
Oh no.
This was
Oh no!
this was definitely fate. You mean oh yeah?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
You definitely mean
Oh,
yeah.
no. Oh no.
Oh
Oh yeah.
Again.
Alright, you ready?
Is he a bird?
Orgle.
Hell yeah, let's go.
No!
You're
Yes.
Orgle. Alright. You have 2 omens. You have 6 HP. That's higher than average, so good. Alright, your violence is a knife, and you actually got light armor. Very nice. You have a feat called Armored Caster, which says you may use powers while wearing medium armor. Very cool. You do have a power. It's called Bestial Speech. You may speak with animals for D20 minutes.
Boy.
And
These nuts.
these nuts, boy! And you can use that 5 times per day. You don't really have spell slots in this game. You just have a number of times you can use magic. So you have Bestial Speech, you have Dried Food, a knife, light armor. What the hell? The Blasphemous Neshrubal Bible? Okay.
Nice.
So intensely blasphemous that even priests themselves can only pursue it once per day.
Funny.
When read, roll a die. On an even result, for the rest of the day, PCs heal D4. After just 5 minutes of rest, on an odd result, the priest is plagued by demon hallucinations. The DM may invent D3 things that only the priest can see and describe them to the player if true. This effect ends with sunrise. Interesting. You also have a
Nice.
torch and some water skins. Oh, you have 120 silver too. Wow, you actually got money.
Where's my monkey?
Let me add that.
What am I getting in place of a monkey?
Not a monkey. Partner.
Am I the poorest of all 3?
Probably, but money doesn't matter here. All right. You'll have scrolls. That's great. Yeah, if you guys want to do some test rolls real quick, it's fairly straightforward. You are the esoteric priest.
Or heretical priest.
And then, babe, you're a hermit. Okay. Those are your abilities. Okay, you're supposed to roll for something random. Let me find that table real quick. So it just kind of rolls everything at once, making it kind of hard to find where you got it from, but that's perfectly fine. You somehow got a monkey. Which table is that from? Oh, not just monkey. D4 monkeys that ignore but love you.
Sorry, I'm just saying what things are.
Go for it. I'm not going to stop you.
Stop doing that. Just a few dice.
I believe they're called followers. There it is. What's the name of your monkey?
Oh no. Oh no. Give me a second.
Why'd you put him on the spot like that?
You do this to me all the time.
It's important.
It's very important. It is your monkey.
I could go with a really stupid idea.
Do it.
It's Valen.
I hate you.
How do you spell that?
B-A-L-I.
my other D&D character.
B-L-I-N. Excellent.
Or was it
His monkey.
E-N?
Ian.
Ian, okay. All right. Monkey has violence. He has monkey punch.
Oh, good.
Apparently they can bite as well. All right. He has 3 HP. We got that going on. Let me fix you guys real quick. Oh, yeah. Or I could just do the other thing. That's fine. What am I doing? There we go. Priest looks stoned out of his mind. I love it. There's you. There's Valen.
Monkey boy.
Save your name. All right, look at this team. We're gonna do great.
We're all so ugly.
That is this game.
Hey, speak for yourself, okay? I think I look beautiful.
You have a very charming smile. Okay,
I
so
don't know if charming is the word for that.
on the monkey table, I removed your monkey. I'll go ahead and give you something else. Smog, go ahead and roll me 1d12.
Watch you roll a monkey again.
Don't roll a 4.
Number 1.
He is number 1. Okay, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Damn, you could have had 4 monkeys.
So did you say we all met in jail, or we all are in jail?
You're not in jail. You need to basically buy your freedom by doing this. If you guys want to have known each other prior to this, you can very much decide that now. Or, essentially, you're just a bunch of random people that, are just now meeting.
Sorry, I'm just confused about where we are in the beginning.
I'll show you in just a second. Okay, you have,
Okay.
what you rolled is you rolled 4 life elixirs.
Good job, Smog.
Yeah, you got D4 of them, which is 4. Good job. You rolled a 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good job. It's going to heal for D6 and removes infection.
Wait, what did I get?
You got a life elixir. You got 4 of them.
life elixir.
I don't get a pet?
No. The monkey was one of the options.
Damn it.
You could have gotten a grappling hook.
You want the monkey?
No.
Oh.
Keep that
I
damn
mean,
monkey.
Monkey doesn't want you anyways.
Do you want a pet?
No, I'll keep the healing potions. It's fine.
Okay, but say there's an option. I feel like we're doing the monkey.
All the options are inferior to 4 monkeys.
All right, let me bring you guys on over. All right, we move over to the accursed den. Go ahead and clear all that nonsense. If you can see through a wall,
What, I don't get a roll?
you got all your items. She didn't want the monkey because
because she didn't roll, or because I said random, I already got shit.
well, so did she. So you guys all got random stuff. The reason I let her reroll is because she really doesn't like monkeys, like in any game.
What did I get?
You got a lot. So you can open up your character and you can look at your treasures. You're maxed out currently. You have dried food. You have a spell.
No, I see it. I didn't know if. Never mind.
Yeah, you got a lot of good stuff actually. Okay. Before we start, I'll let you guys do one more thing. This should make things a smidgen easier. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Orgle. So, depending on the kind of character you want, I'll let you add an extra +1 to one of your stats. So if you're going to be punching things, that's strength. If you're hitting things, it's strength. If you care about being tough, that's toughness, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, do you want to hit things or do you want to cast spells? Just let me know.
I mean, I only have like the one spell to talk to animals, right?
Correct.
I guess just go +1 to strength for stabby.
Okay. So we'll do that. You have better stabs. Smog, what would you like?
Remind me what tweet, pre, and the bottom one are?
Pre is your presence. That's basically your spell casting stat. And you do have a pretty cool spell, though. Toe is toughness, if you get like poisoned or something. But you have 4 elixirs that cleanses poison, so.
How often can you use the spells?
You can use powers 3 times today. If I'm feeling spicy, I might let you reroll midday.
I'll do that one.
One more to presence, okay. On the presence. All right, and Peel. What would you like?
It's Pele.
Pele.
What do I want?
Yes, what do you want? Well,
Oh, you mean stat-wise?
Yeah, you're gonna be stabbing dudes.
I guess bump my -1 up to a 0.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We actually want to hit things. Okay, let's double check that roll, just make sure it works. +0, perfect. All right, that's what we want. Hell yeah, brother. All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
So we have our party. Have we decided how we wanted to have met? Or the 3 of you were just basically told by the king, whether you're paying off debts, whether you were in jail and you did something horrible, something bad. And to get free, he said, go here and go find my son, I believe. His heir. Yes, the one true heir, Alden.
Jail.
I'm pretty sure I've been in a cave for a very long time, so maybe I came out to see some sunshine and got I don't know, grabbed by some cops or something.
You got
All right.
arrested for existing. How dare you?
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, that tracks. How about you, Orgle?
I stole this monkey.
Okay. We'll say you stole D4 monkeys, and something happened to the other three. We won't talk about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about the other three.
Okay. I'll drop one more thing on you guys, then we can start playing. So this dungeon shouldn't take too long. It's literally an intro dungeon. It's a handful of rooms. To be, once again, abundantly clear, this is not a game where you guys are superheroes. It is incredibly easy to die. You can literally die in a single hit if you don't have omens. So,
You don't want to know how I got in jail?
are you sharing that with us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How do you
Man.
do?
For you, to you. But the characters don't know.
Of course, yeah.
I'm a serial killer.
Oh, all right. I mean, that looks about right.
It fits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
look at
freaking,
that face.
yeah. Also look at the knife. There's a
Yeah,
lot
I
on
got,
it.
I got tally marks.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So I'm going to give you guys
Cash
descriptions
slinging,
and such.
Slash slinging.
Mash bringing, the cash slinging. Oh, all right. Anyway, I haven't seen it in so long. Basically, I'll describe rooms and things to you guys. Feel free to try whatever you want. Most things don't require a roll unless I let you know. But you don't need. There's no perception checks. There's no like lockpicking checks for the most part. You usually just do the thing you're trying to do unless you're under duress. So think your actions through. You can think of literally anything like other games. Don't worry, throw that out the window. There's no move speed. You have one action per turn. So if you want to do something, just say it. You want to swing from a chandelier. You want to drop kick somebody. Just throw it out there, and we'll take it and we'll run with it. We'll say prior to you guys arriving here, you spoke with a seer. We'll say Orgle, roll me a d8.
Nice, good start.
Good start, good start. The seer has visions. They are able to scry into the future and tell you two truths before you reach the accursed den. The first truth is cannibals. They feast upon their own kind. Hele, roll me a d8. I'll just do the next
Nice.
one. Perfectly fine. Let's see. Seeing beyond the shadows, the fog, something hungers in the depths. An enormous creature like a vast intestine. And those are the two hints you are given before you enter. And with that, the stage is now yours. Go forth and be merry.
Thanks, I hate it. Well,
Wait, what? Huge intestine and what?
Cannibals.
I mean, sounds on track.
Yeah, indeed. The first thing you are greeted by are a pair of stairs that descend down into said den. It is very dark here, by the way.
Comfortable in the dark. Let's go.
All right. Smog leads the way. Let's see. Does everything look the way I want it to? I believe it does. What is your vision? Is that correct? 70? How far can you see?
so like, can we still see? It's just like dark, or do we need like?
I'll let you know when something like a torch will be required.
Okay.
So we haven't talked to anybody. We just kind of like showed up.
Correct. You basically spoke with the seer. The seer told you a few things, and they said, get the hell out of here. Go. If you value your freedom. All right, descending down
Down
the
we go.
steps. First thing we see is the entrance. A very stale smell assaults your senses as you descend down the somewhat slippery steps. Gazing up towards the ceiling, you see lit oil lanterns. Through the middle of the room, there's a small stream of water that crosses the room from holes in the wall. Black violet butterflies are flapping haplessly over the water. To your left, you see two wooden doors that are slightly ajar. The left and the right.
How's our water canteen?
Your water should be full. The quality of said water, I will not comment on.
Please. Sure, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Nice cave water. This water, I don't know.
So the four things is strength, agility, what, and toughness.
Strength, agility,
Presence.
presence is basically intelligence, wisdom, and charisma all in one.
Gotcha.
Basically, it's your think of presence as your magic charisma stat. It's literally your presence. So casting spells and cool shit like that. All right, you move past this creek, and some of the butterflies kind of flit around your body as you guys pass on by.
Oh my, they're cute.
You see 2 doors. What do you do?
Can I
Left
send
or
the
right?
monkey
Left
to
or
open
right?
it?
You may.
I'll just like point at the door.
Okay.
Tell
The
the
monkey
monkey
looks
to go
at
open
you
it.
in a very ornery way, like, no. But he kind of walks on over anyway. The left door, I assume?
Sure.
What are these walls made out of?
The walls are made of like a muddy stone, as if they were carved out.
I'm gonna
Moving
make
up
a
ahead, though,
X
these...
on the wall.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna slash the wall with an X.
Okay, marking it. As you kind of do that in the corner, everyone's ignoring you, letting you do your thing. The monkey slowly creaks the door open. And as he does, he kind of and then moves back to you. Orgle. He's staring up at you. And he presents
Pet
the
the
top of,
monkey.
he presents the top of his head and receives his pets. He ooks happily. As the door opens, you guys can hear very, very faintly, you stop for a moment, a sad violin music that's just streaming on in. Very, very faint.
From the left door?
Yeah,
Left
which
door,
one?
yes. Oh yeah, also yeah, when you guys do things, you can open doors. Some of these doors are locked. I might not remember to lock all of them. Definitely tell me something before you start opening and closing doors and moving stuff.
Oh, my bad.
That's
I
fine,
opened
just-
the right door.
That's the link. So are you
Alright,
doing
I
that?
creak it.
Looking into there, you see, just by barely creaking it, what seems to be a library bedroom. You see 2 beds with skeletons lying on them. It's definitely darker in that room. I will say the room that Orgle is standing in front of is much brighter. There are 4 large oil lamps that are lit in the intercardinal directions of this room. Instantly,
go
the first thing you
inside.
see is a giant wooden table. Huge wooden table.
I want to peek in. Make sure there's nothing around the corner that wants to eat me.
Sure. Orgle, as you peek to the left and peek to the right, I'll go and describe the left room first. You instantly feel a warmth emanate from this room. It's incredibly bright, too. It's brighter than the last room we were actually in. There is somewhat of a rotten smell dancing through the air, though. As I mentioned, there are the 4 giant oil lamps. There's also a large wooden table with approximately 20 chairs in various states of disrepair. They're set with mugs, plates, spoons, but there's no food or drink here. At the end of the table, you can't help but notice an old, bearded man who does not respond to the door opening or you peeking in.
I will wave to him and see if he does anything.
He does not respond in any way, shape, or form. It's as if you're not even there.
Well, I guess I'll just walk in as quietly as possible.
You walk on in. I'll go ahead and describe the room to you, Pele. One of the first things that you notice, there's a pair of torches. They're dimly glowing. This room is definitely a bit darker. As I mentioned, there are 2 beds with 3 skeletons. 2 of them are embraced on the closest bed, and the one is lying by itself in the furthest bed. They are most likely human bodies. There's also a gigantic bookshelf. It has obscure literature written with a frenzied hand in an unknown language. Beside the table, you see withered flowers in a clay vase. And to the north, you see a very heavy door. Much, much heavier than the others. The first 2 were kind of already swinging open. This one seems like it is very solidly in place.
Is this a book on the floor right here?
There are books on the floor, correct?
Can I
Some
see
of them
what
have-
it looks like? Or
yes.
like if I can read it or whatever?
Yes. Basically, what I was describing before is they are filled with an obscure literature, just written in a frenzied hand in an unknown language.
Oh, look at the skeleton.
Okay, as you gaze upon the skeletons, they, I'd say, seem peaceful. They're not moving. They're just chilling there, basically. Like I said, 2 were wrapped in embrace. One's just
I
lying
was
there.
about to say, those
I
2 are hugging,
poke
aren't
it
they?
with my sword.
You poke it with the sword. As you do, you do just that. The skeleton kind of like clings off to the left a little bit, but otherwise does not respond.
I'm gonna take a finger bone and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Hey, you didn't kill it. No trophies.
I like bones. I'm gonna try opening this door.
Okay, we'll pause on that real quick. Let me open with something before you do that. So there is I'll go ahead and call it a meta. Back in the day, it behooves you to listen to doors before you open them. So I think there was literally a stat for that back in the day. There were some races or classes that were better at it. Usually you want to listen to a door before you open it. Because you guys are, and you do know this is dangerous. This is enemy territory. So I'll peel away from you. Real quick. We'll go back to Orgel and Smog. What are you two doing?
Approaching him.
Okay. As I mentioned, you see a very old, bearded man. He's sitting at the very far end of the table. His skin is an ashen gray, his eyes are dark, and he's dressed in a dusty old cloak.
Do I poke him?
You poke him, and he does not respond.
I said, do I poke him? I am conflicted.
Okay, well, in an alternate reality where you did poke him, nothing happened.
What's on the table?
The table is set with mugs, plates, spoons, but there's no food or drink. They're all empty.
Oh, damn it. I wanted to eat something. Is there anything under the table?
Under the table, you see various cobwebs and such. Looks like these have not been pulled out in quite some time. And some various stains. Those are large oil lamps. They're huge. They're like 10 feet across.
Is the old man even breathing?
Upon closer inspection, are you like getting really close to him to check, or?
I mean, kind of, not super close, but
Okay.
close enough to where I can like see if his chest is moving.
As you stare at him for a moment, there's a faint response. It does look like as if he's breathing. Not paying any attention to you, but his breathing is slow. Very slow. Also, there's a door to your guys' north and a door to your guys' east.
There's so many doors in this place.
Not enough doors. I mean, I'll just leave my monkey to play with the old man for a little bit. I don't know.
Okay. The monkey
And
starts
then
to
we'll
play
listen
with
to
the
the
old
door.
man's beard and kind of like whip it like a sheet. And the old man's completely ignoring. The monkey's like, oh, 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 oh. He's just playing with the old man. He's not moving at all. You're looking to the door to the north.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and cut back over. Let's say north. Okay. This one. We'll say you put your ear to it and you just hear the violin music. It's a little bit louder.
Is there a keyhole?
There are no keyholes in either door. It seems as if you can open them if you wish.
I'm gonna slowly turn the handle.
For you, Pele, you do hear something. In fact, you hear conversation. You hear talking.
We need the...
Pause real quick. Where exactly are we again?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, because the king wants us to do something or whatever.
Wants you to find his lost heir.
Yeah. So are we in that area that we're just finding his heir, or?
Yeah, you're looking for him.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, continuing. Opening slowly.
All right. As you hear, it's human conversation, by the way. As you're like popping the door open.
Interesting distinction.
Okay. As you pop the door
slowly.
open, you instantly see 4 individuals sitting at a table. Kind of.
Cute. They have hairy faces.
Yes. They're sort of arguing. They are very clearly guards. Their armor is in somewhat disrepair, but they're all wielding swords. They slowly turn to look at you, kind of aghast, as the door is quite heavy and, well, difficult to not see that. What do you do, Pele? Oh, I'll say, Smog, the conversation ceases. You could hear speaking, and now you no longer hear speaking.
What do I do? It's a good question you have there.
Oh, wait, no rush.
No, it's awkward.
They're well armed, I will say.
How much of the door did I open?
I'll say you creaked it enough that it was relatively noticeable that it is indeed opened. They look... angered is too strong of a word. They look a little perturbed that you're here, and probably kind of annoyed that you interrupted them, we'll say. So you're getting kind of a scowling look. Not like we're going to kill you, but like, who are you? Is kind of a look, and where did you come from? Now, they can't see you fully, Pele. They just see your eyes kind of sneaking through this crack. But like I mentioned, well, there's 4 dudes sitting in a room. You're going to open the door, they're going to hear it.
Well, now this is I guess I'm going to slowly close the door.
Okay. You slowly close the door. Smog, what do you do? Also, I apologize. There should only be not 4. I mathed wrong. There's only 3.
I like 4 better. Put him back.
He fell. He clipped through the floor. All right. As you slowly creak the door closed.
NPC lives matter too, you know.
Well, he's in another campaign now. Some VTT somewhere just gained an extra NPC. All right, Smog, what you doing? You heard conversation. It stopped. You heard a door kind of, and then you heard nothing.
From over here?
It came from like through this room. Yeah. You move away.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move away, Pell, after you creak the door closed, what do you do? Like instantly.
I'm going to try and grab the thing that this skeleton's laying on and push it in front of the door.
Oh, you're gonna push the bed. You're gonna push the bed in the way.
Si, senor.
Okay, the bed is very heavy, so I will ask a strength roll from you. As you can hear one of the guards standing up and moving towards the door.
Like I grab it and it's heavy?
It's gonna be heavy to push, yeah, and it's gonna be relatively loud.
Okay, never mind.
Regardless, he's moving towards the door.
You said there was a torch on the floor?
There are 2 torches in the room, yes.
Can I grab one?
You very much can, yes.
I'm gonna light the books on fire.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run
Okay, where are you running?
out the door!
Okay, you begin to burn the books, and then you're running south?
I'm lighting it on fire. Okay, goodbye!
All right, oh my god. Okay, you quickly light them on fire, and you begin to run southward. He goes to open the door.
I can't run. I'm waddling out. I'm a hunchback.
Okay.
Disability man.
As you begin to waddle outwards, adorably, you can hear kind of confused cursing now, and Smog and Orgle, you can very much both hear this.
I'm gonna close it so it smokes him out.
Sure. You can hear the large door like open. You hear like, oh, shit, what? And then the door like instantly slams. And from your guys' angle, we'll say while this was happening, Orgle, what are you doing?
Well, I probably would have opened the door.
The one on the north?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do that. I'll describe to you quickly. Basically, what you see here is, well, pretty much what you see. A very, very long hallway. To the north, you see that there is a room beyond. Directly to the east, you see a door. It seems to be metal, from what you can tell. And pressed up against the west wall, you see some paintings. Other than that, it's a weirdly nondescript corridor. The violin music is slightly louder.
Can I see Smog?
As you run in the corner, yes, you see Smog. What do you do, Smog?
Can I hear the cursing from here?
Yes, it's gotten louder.
As soon as Paul comes in sight, I attempt to slam the door closed.
In front of Smog? Or like before he gets there?
In front of Pele, yeah.
Okay, oh sorry, in front of Pele, okay.
Wait, do we know each other's names?
Do you?
I
would assume you shared your names, right?
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to open the door and be like, Smog, we have a problem.
What do you mean we have a problem?
I don't know. Hairy face men. They are in the other room, and I burnt some shit, and now I'm over here.
All right,
Oh, God. What do we do now?
As you say that, the door to the east creaks open, and one of the guards pops his head through, and you hear a, "What the hell are you doing here?"
I only have the one dagger, right?
Yes, a little bit of smoke begins billowing through.
What are these things, the circle thingies?
Those are large oil lamps. His weapon is not drawn, he's just looking at you guys as if a, like, what the hell kind of motion. You said the monkey did it?
Yes.
All right, the monkey's playing with the old man's beard and looks to the guy and goes, ooh, ooh.
I grab the monkey and run.
Okay. He starts to walk over to the monkey as if to, like, not kill it or anything,
I'm on
but
the other side.
to move over and be like, monkey, what are you doing? And you pick up your monkey and you start running. Okay.
I start running.
All right. As you begin running, Pele, what are you doing? Following?
I'm trying to go.
Okay. Another one of the guards comes through and he shouts out after, And he says, hold up, who are you guys? And they're trying to like follow after you.
Hide in the corner.
Ah!
You're hiding around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, you very much can do that. Pele, what are you doing? You guys do have the lead.
I am sitting in front of the door.
Okay, you guys, so you run through and close it?
Si, senor.
Okay, that works. Orgel, how far do you run?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all the way. There's a lot going on over there. All right.
Wait.
Are you following?
I was gonna stab this guy when he comes through.
Smog, you stay there. I stay behind door.
Okay.
All right, you are more than welcome to that. You guys are both basically just hiding.
Yeah.
Si,
Okay,
senor.
that works for me. Let me describe what Orgel sees real quick. You move northward, and I should have grabbed a picture of this. Apologies that I did not. It is really cool looking, though. You move forward. You see two things. First, the subtle smell of sulfur assaults your senses. And there are 3 oil lamps that hang from the ceiling, similar to what we've seen before. To your left, there is a very large, rusty pump. It's made of some old, dilapidated metal. The top portion of the pump looks like an old church cathedral, and jutting out of it, you seem to see what looks like a gargoyle with a muddy liquid slowly dripping out of its mouth and into this basin in front of it. The basin's full of this muddy liquid. To the right of that, you see a hatch.
I will assume that I heard them talking about stabbing people, so I will just wait at the end of the hallway for now and be bait, I guess.
Okay. As you wait, you begin to hear like a... It's like a whispering behind you, but you can't make out the words. And switching back over to Smog and Pele, you hear more grunting of like... You're not entirely sure. They just seem frustrated as one of the guards go ahead and moves forward. The door kind of cricks open as he pops his head through, and they just say, I just have some questions for you, as he kind of pops through. He doesn't see either Smog nor Pele. What do you guys do?
Some questions. Stab.
I'm behind the door, so I can't really do anything.
I mean, now I'm conflicted again. Damn it! What questions?
So,
World's ending. Just
so to be super clear, if you wish to attack them, you have the advantage because they don't know you're there. You guys are hiding around the corner. So,
I'm conflicted.
all right.
Stab him.
Pele, you see Smog sitting across from you. The door is slowly opening as you hear this question ring out in the hallway. You guys
I'm
can,
pantomiming stab.
yeah, you guys can only
Stab.
really talk to each other via pantomime and with your eyes.
I'm fine. I will keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
I imagined asking that. I changed my mind.
Okay, we're going for stab.
Yeah.
All right, going for stab. We are. Alrighty, there are 2 ways that combat can work in this game. I'll go and ask you guys which way you want it to run. Way number 1 is we roll a d6 and either all the enemies go first or all the players go first. I will say in this particular scenario, you guys are going first no matter what. Or we all roll agility plus d6 and go from there. So it's either all players or all enemies, or we all roll individual. Which one do you guys
Can we
prefer?
pick depending on the situation?
Nope, it'll be for the whole rest of the campaign.
I feel like
Uh,
all players and all enemies is a really good way to die.
Potentially, but if you guys engage the way you want to, you will always go first.
us always first, I guess.
In this scenario, I would normally roll a die. So, for example, I rolled a 2, which means is low you guys go. That normally means the enemies would begin. But because you guys are sneaking up on them, I won't even roll. I'll just say you guys get to go first. Sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. What happens if I hit roll initiative? Oh, wait. That's roll party initiative. Hey, that's cool. All right. Begin combat it is. Okay, then. Smog and Pele, you see this individual begin to crick open the door and pop his head through. What do you do? Pele, you see more stabby. I'll let you go first. What are you doing, bud?
I'm gonna wait till I see a vital point and then stab.
All right, Pele.
I open door and I stab him in the face.
All right, you're going to stab this individual in the face?
But you're behind the door.
I know, but
I step out and go, like I pull the door open more, and I try slashing at his neck.
You're going to swing. Go ahead and roll me an attack. All right, that's a 17. That is indeed a hit. I forgot to say, these guys seem to be wearing armor. They're wearing leather armor. So I need to roll a
You said
D2.
doo-doo armor.
Hmm?
You said doo-doo armor earlier.
It might be a little doo-doo armor, but it's mostly leather armor. So I'm gonna roll his armor. All right, I rolled a 1. That means he's going to take 3 damage. As you lash out with your weapon, he kind of goes, shit, as he's like kind of stuck going to draw his blade. He wasn't expecting you to whip around the corner really quick, Pele, and kind of stab him. And you Smog, can see he has an enemy or an ally behind him. What do you do?
I mean, I stab him while his back is to me.
Okay. Go ahead and attack. Where it asks for armor, put D2. I will say because he's
Wait, he
distracted.
turned around after I attacked him?
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll say because of that, it'll go down 2, so it'll only be a 10 to hit him. But unfortunately, you slash out with your knife, and you do miss. Maybe you like clink off the back of his armor as he once again confusedly kind of turns like, what are you doing? And Mr. Orgle, what do you do? Orgle.
Can I what's movement in this game? I don't know how far I can move because I already ran pretty far.
Being that far, let's say we'll use like normal movement, like 30 or so.
30?
30-ish. 30 to... Is each square 10 feet? Oh, each square 10 feet.
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
I almost said something, but it's not fate, so never mind.
You guys are going so fast. Are going so slow. Hold up. Get that breaking thing?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, I thought I was going to break the walls. Okay. You can go another 15 feet.
15?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So another 15 from me. There you go. Okay. That's 30 feet. Okay. So you're reasonably close. What are you trying to accomplish?
I don't know if I can throw a knife from here. My only knife.
You very much can. It is going to be your only knife, but you very much can throw a knife from here if you wish. Oh, and your monkey also gets to go.
Would I have to move?
Nope.
All right. Can I give the knife to the monkey and then throw the monkey and
Yes.
have him run and stab?
Yes, you can very much do that. I will say it'll be the same roll, but just roll me strength instead to huck the monkey, and then the monkey will just kind of go the rest of the way and stab.
Throw the monkey.
All right, we'll say you throw the monkey about like halfway. If you wish, the monkey is you. He's an extension of you, so the monkey has your knife. He can continue going. He'll just have to attack on his own turn, unfortunately. So you can run the monkey and do a regular attack if you want the monkey.
Murder monkey.
We'll have the monkey run up there and stab whenever it's his turn.
You overhead chunk the monkey, and he kind of like bounces off one of the walls. Maybe he wasn't expecting that. He's like, "Roar!" He like spins and he rolls a couple times. He looks back at you, kind of angry. But as he turns back to both Pele and Smog, there's like a stupid smile on his face as he brandishes the knife and goes, "Ooh!" and begins to run towards the boy. Go ahead and roll me attack again, Orgle, because you're using your knife. It'll just be the same roll. So just roll to attack.
Target armor. I don't mess with
D2.
that.
Yeah, no, D2.
One D2.
Yep, 1D2. All right.
1 damage.
Monkey goes flying forward, leaps over you, Pel, and he goes to kind of stab this dude on his right in the shoulder, right in his neck, and he kind of just once again is flailing back like, "What are you guys doing?" And as he does that, he is able to kind of draw his blade. Seeing you in front of him, Pel, he's going to go ahead and swing out at you. So go ahead and roll me to defend. I'm doing D6 damage.
How do I defend?
It should be on your character sheet. There's literally a defend button. It's under your attack button.
Ow.
All right.
2 damage.
He lashes out against you. You're able to avoid some of the blow by kind of moving back a bit. But because you guys have this guy stuck in the door, the other dude would go, but literally can't. And he's sort of pushing into the other guy like, "Hey, move. And he's looking back. He's like, "I don't know what's going on. There's a monkey." And then they're like, "What?" So he's not going to get a turn because you guys have them kind of stuck in this hallway.
There's a monkey. Oh, no.
Valen is ookin and dukin like crazy. Realistically, it's party goes. Whatever you guys want to do, let me know. This guy has a sword and he's very much intending to take your life. This went from questions to Stab Town.
Not Stab Town.
We've entered Stab Town. I'm sorry.
Can we go back to questions?
It's fine. I have a chance to heal us.
Just kidding. Always stab down. Whose
All right.
turn is it?
Yes. Technically, it can be any y'all.
I have an idea.
If you have an idea, then you can go first, Mom.
What's your idea?
Can I duck around this guy's legs to see this other guard back here?
You're trying to do what?
I just want to see him.
You can see him.
I wish to use Enochian syntax.
Okay, what's Enochian syntax do?
One creature blindly obeys a single command.
Oh, great. So you're looking at the guy behind him?
Yeah.
All right. So you can kind of position yourself. We'll say you position yourself behind Pele, and you can see over them easily. He's starting to draw his weapon, but you kind of catch his eyes. I don't know if you click on the spell itself or you just click the word wield of power. I think you just click that. Remember that you guys do have omens in case something really shitty happens. Success! Okay, you look past this individual and you see him. Your eyes lock. What do you tell him?
Turn
Kill the other
around.
guards in this place.
Is there a duration, or is it just as he takes one command from you?
One creature blindly obeys a single command.
Okay. He smiles, and not entirely sure of your intention. He will. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a die for this one. Odds he'll attack this guy, even to go for the other guy. All right, go for the other guy. When it's his turn, he'll begin going eastward. So you can tell that your command was successful, Smog. As he begins to walk away, you can hear the other guard be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Pele and Orgle.
I'm going to stab the man in front of me.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack. He has D2 armor.
Never mind.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, that is a miss as you stab out. He's able to quickly parry your attack. Orgle.
I'm just gonna keep screaming at the monkey to keep stabbing.
All right, you keep screaming at the monkey to attack. Go ahead and just roll your knife attack against this individual.
Nice. No
All right.
damage.
Unfortunately, he's got pretty heavy armor, so the monkey's just stabbing at this guy, and you can tell he's not strong enough to get the knife in his armor. So it's just basically sticking into the leather armor, like boop, 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 and he kind of pushes the monkey back, like, "What the hell are you doing?" Pulling his blade again, Pele, go ahead and roll to defend against D6 damage. Remember, there's no opportunity attacks. You guys can move and run wherever you want. All right, you completely dodge. He slashes out at you, Pele, and you extra hunchback as you kind of roll into a ball, and then like parry the blade with your knife, and you're able to easily dodge. The other guard begins to walk into the other room and do God knows what, because we can't see. All right, back at the top of the turn. Order. Smog, you know your boy has moved on to greater pastures and is doing something horrible in the other room. Who's up first?
Is this guy still alive?
You guys missed him, yes.
I'm sorry.
Can
I fail.
Can I go for his ankles?
Can you go for his ankles?
Yeah, are they covered up or are they exposed?
They are exposed. Are you going to slide under Pele?
Cut his Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going for a low, okay? You kind of sneak under Pele. I'm not really sure to put you here, I guess. You slide under him and you start going for the feet.
Go for them feet.
Not the feet.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, he takes a few steps back, we'll say.
Go for them grippers.
As you kind of do that. And you bump into one of his harder leather shoes. And he takes no damage again and kind of just like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I'll leave at him.
All right, Pele. You have a Smog just kind of standing between your legs, looking upward to stab this guy.
Oh, I can go?
Yeah.
I'm going to rush at him and I'm going to stab him.
Okay, rush, stab.
Stabby boy.
Fuck.
All right. Unfortunately, remember, you can, if you want, I'm not saying use them now, you can use omens, and you specifically have an ability that whenever you use an omen, you have a 50% chance to keep it.
I'll do it.
Okay. So you can do multiple things. So an omen can give you max damage, reroll, minus d6 damage, dr -4.
Max damage.
I'm gonna go ahead. Well, you missed. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I don't know if the d4 is before you roll or after you roll. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's after you roll. So you can choose to do one of two things. You can either choose to reroll, or you can choose to just lower the dr by 4, which means you're going to hit. Your
Sure.
choice.
Hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d4 for damage. Alrighty. And then also roll me is Escaping Fate? Alright, so under your feats, you have something called Escaping Fate. Go ahead and click the word escape, and we'll see if you can keep that omen. Alright. It says 50% chance that it's not spent. I'm going to go ahead and say if you roll over 50, you get to keep it. Well, you did. So, you do slash at him. It does do 0 damage, unfortunately, because his armor blocks it, but you get to keep your fate point, or your omen point, whatever.
I'm just rolling like garbage in this.
I mean, sometimes you got bad luck. Like I said, you
Nah,
can
it's good.
do other weird things, and
Listen, I'm a gutter-born scum, okay?
you'll get him. Don't worry. All right, Orgle, what you doing?
Trying my best. I have a hunchback.
What say you, Orgle?
Get that monkey in there. Cut his kneecaps.
Just keep telling the monkey to do stuff.
Can the monkey jump on him and stab his eyeballs?
You can't do cold shots, but you very much can do a thing. So yeah.
I so want to be like, I'm so used to playing Fate right now. I'm just like, throw the monkey at him and like use a like you know how like you're not doing it for attack, but you're doing it for whatever.
You can totally
like,
do that. If you want the monkey to jump on him and distract him, you can say the monkey does that. Remember, the monkey's separate from you, Orgle. The monkey can do its own thing while you're doing something else.
Sure, I will walk up here, grab the monkey, and I want to try to like throw him on his head.
Okay.
And I want the monkey to just kind of like threaten him with the knife, not really stab him.
Okay.
And like keep him distracted, like, oh god, I gotta dodge the knife or I might get stabbed.
You can't roll for the monkey because he has no stats. So I would say for you, go ahead and roll your agility. See if the monkey can get up there and like. I'll just make it a 10. It'll be easier. He's already distracted.
I think I did it.
Okay, you got a crit.
I think I did it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the monkey also gets free damage. Roll a d4.
Oh hell yeah! The monkey actually does stab him for full.
Okay.
Well,
So
2.
he does have armor. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that real quick. 1, so he'll take 3 damage from that. So the monkey is actually able to jump up onto this dude and start. He goes to just distract him, but his flesh looks oh so sweet because he realizes his helmet is not on appropriately, and the monkey just kind of gives him a nice little monkey kiss right on the neck and just tears a chunk of his flesh off, and it begins to like pour out. And the guy starts like panicking, trying to hold onto his neck. And as he panics, he's going to go ahead and try to swing. Well, he would swing at your monkey, but it's your turn first, Oracle. But you can tell he's trying to get to the monkey.
I mean, is that not my turn? Basically,
Nope.
just running up and throwing the monkey.
The monkey does its own thing, then you get to do a thing.
Can I move again?
Yeah. Pele's small. You can run by Pele if you want.
Or run up here and I can't move in here.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably a wall in the way.
It's weird. I
The
will.
wall's not perfect.
I don't have my knife, so I'm gonna punch him.
Oh shit! You don't have the knife. Okay. Punching. Oh god, how much damage is punching? I forgot.
It's
You
a
know what?
D2.
I think it's like a D2. Yeah. Just roll your knife, and I'll roll the defense. See what happens.
Roll knife.
We just want to see if it hits. Okay. Well, that rolled my armor for me.
So 1 damage.
Yes,
no,
1 damage,
I'll
but
roll do I just roll a D2 instead?
I'll say
Or-
no. We'll cut the D4 in half because you rolled max on the D4,
Okay.
so half that would be 2. So a 3 would be a 2, and a 1 and 2 would be a 1.
Punch him in the face.
This is going to kill him. As your monkey is gnawing at his throat, you just come in with the sweetest of side cronk, and you just hear his neck snap as you punch him hard enough to make it just kind of bounce off the wall, and you just kind of oh. He's out of there.
He took forever to kill.
And beyond the way, you guys can hear the guards screaming at each other in the other room. I'm not going to give them a turn, because they don't need it. They're kerfuffling. How do the 3 of you respond to this while they're doing what they're doing over there?
Can I loot his body?
You very much can. Yeah, you want to do that right now, or you want to wait a second?
Si, senor.
Which one?
The one that's dead.
Oh, you want to loot now? Okay. Give me 1 second as this boy is taking damage. Okay, both of them are just duking it out right now. The door is open, so you guys can actually see that. They're like clashing swords. He kicks the other dude into the table, and one of the chairs kind of goes like flipping another direction. So these two guys are just going at it. While Pele is looting the body, Smog and Orgle, what are you guys doing?
Get my knife back from my monkey.
Okay, you pick your knife back up, Smog.
Gonna yell at them to hurry up so we can close the door.
Okay, you're just gonna let the... Okay. As you see that happening, Pele, you are able to loot from this bad boy here. Let me go ahead and pop over to... The first thing that we find on him is the weapon he was using, which was a sword, not a short sword. This is better than what you had last. So your D4 goes up to a D6 now.
Hell yeah.
He also had armor on him. He had light armor. I'll put that on you as well. This will take a minute to take off, obviously. So one of your allies is saying, hey, let's get to going, and you're partially ignoring it. Now, I will say, you do have too much on you. Do you want to drop the short sword? Like, leave it here?
I will drop the sharp needle.
You'll drop the sharp needle? Okay, we'll put the sharp needle on the floor. As you pick up the sword, which is now D6 damage, And you can now defend yourself with light armor. It'll always block 1 damage, but it can block up to 2. So that'll make you a little bit hardier. You've only taken 2 damage, so it's not too big of a deal. But we got that going on. So Pele is kind of just slowly picking at this guy. He is very much like uber dead. And you're stripping his clothes off him as you can hear the other 2 guys fighting off in the corner. The old man's completely ignoring you guys. What do you do next?
I have everything off of him.
It'll take you a minute to strip this guy, but Orgel and Smog are going to get a fair walk around while you're doing that.
I mean, I'm just gonna go back in here.
Sure. All right. Well, what are you guys 2 doing? You're back in the corridor.
In the door?
You're closing the door behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. Pele, you hear the door close behind you? Do you react to that as you're pulling this guy's pants off?
Wait!
You're taking too long.
We go.
All right, you guys begin to move about as let's see how well this works. As I mentioned in front of you, Orgel, there are 2 paintings, and beyond you, there is a very large pump.
Do the paintings look fancy, and can I carry them? Maybe sell them later.
That is the pump I described earlier, Smog. Like I said, there is a muddy liquid dripping from the mouth of this gargoyle protruding from it, and it is pooling in this square receptacle in front of it. And across from it, there is a hatch on the floor. The paintings you are currently looking at are... Let's see, does this work? You'll see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
What?
right.
That's cool.
That is indeed one of the paintings.
It's small enough to be carried.
I could have sworn it was described. Oh, there we go. Yes, there you go. So the painting itself is rather large. You can kind of carry it. It's gonna be a little awkward to carry. Both of them portray landscapes, and they're incredibly bland.
It's fine. I'll leave them there. Nice paintings, but whatever.
Yes, nice painting with a fairly ornate frame. They're also the only things in the hallway, by the way.
I don't think I opened the hatch before.
You did not know. The 2 of you
I
hear
will
whispering
do that.
as you guys enter this
Okay.
area. All right, as you move over to the hatch, you open it, and you are greeted by darkness. The violin music gets a little bit louder, but you see that there's a stepladder that goes down into another room.
Have I taken all the stuff off of them now?
By this point, yes.
I guess we'll go down. I ain't afraid of no dark.
I will light a torch if it's too dark to see.
Wait, what is this thing right here?
It is very much too dark. Okay, so as you guys are looking around, what were you asking about, Pele?
What's the thing in front of me?
A pump.
Is there a thing to make it turn on?
It is dripping, but yes, you can pump it if you wish.
Ah!
Uh-huh.
Ignore that guy for now.
No, he's behind us.
It's already relatively full of this dark, mucky substance, but you can very much pump it if you want. You want to pump it?
I want to pump it.
All right. As you start pumping it, you can hear a very thick, brackish liquid begin to kind of bubble and churn up as it begins to sputter relatively violently at first. It's just spraying out the side of this creature's mouth, and then begins to flow like a very heavy soup. Behind you, Pele, you can feel something cold dance along your shoulders, and you too begin to hear an indistinguishable whispering.
The voices are back.
Smog and Orgel, you guys hear them as well, and it's beginning to form more... You think you can understand the words by this point. And you can see behind Pele, there's the outline of a spirit. It's floating behind him, watching him just pump.
I'm gonna turn to Smog and Orgel and be like,
Do you hear them? I hear the voices.
So, how common are seeing spirits?
Relatively common.
Are they stabbable?
Are they what?
Stabbable?
Sometimes, but this one doesn't really seem to mean any harm. It's kind of floating, just watching you guys. You can see its jaw
Really?
slowly moving.
You have a friend
What do you mean?
behind you.
I'm like slowly turning around.
As you slowly turn, you see the body of someone who's been through hell. Most of their skin is missing. There's various tendons stuck to elbows and some decrepit meat stuck to their ribs, but their face is just a pure skull. They're wearing a hood and a very ratty coat.
I'm gonna look at it and be like,
Do I know you?
It's seemingly looking past you, Pele. As this entity has no eyes, you cannot tell where it is looking, but it is indeed gazing towards your group. As you guys are discussing with this thing, Smog, you see the individual that you asked that one thing kind of slowly walking along, very clearly still under your spell, covered in blood, some his own, some from the enemy, but he's seemingly done with his task and maybe slowly coming back to his senses. And a voice rings out from your guys' left, and it is a greeting. It is pleading for you to listen to it.
like the spirit is.
Yes,
Can I grab this guard real quick?
define grab.
Like, drag him along
Yeah,
before
sure.
he comes back to his senses.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
drag him over here.
Okay.
And I dip his head into the blackness.
Okay. You dip his head into the goop, and it comes back up, just completely covered in this nonsense, and he kind of licks at it and then smiles a bit.
Nasty.
Seems fine.
Can I drown him in it?
I dip a finger in and taste it.
You go to taste some?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d4. This stuff tastes entirely putrid, Smog. I don't know if maybe during one desperate night you decided to maybe, abandon your general tastes and go for something slightly outside the menu, but this reminds you of one of those nights. While it does taste disgusting, you feel somewhat refreshed. You would have healed 4 too, but you haven't taken any damage.
Hey, Pele, you should try some of this. That's pretty good.
Is this a trick?
No?
Okay, I will try the dark matter.
All right, go ahead and roll me a d4 as well. All right, heal for 4, Mr. Pele. It is entirely disgusting. But all the same, you feel somewhat refreshed?
That means that we just healed the guard by accident.
Yeah, probably.
By a wee bit, yes.
Can I, since he's like not really paying attention, or not to his senses, can I slowly slide my dagger into him?
Yeah, you can kill him if you want.
I would also like to do that.
Okay, while he's standing there, I want to have you guys roll. You just begin stabbing this guard as he's kind of swaying and not responding at all. Orgle, what are you doing while you're watching them just start stabbing this guy?
Please don't make me feel
I
bad.
mean, I guess I'll start stabbing him.
Okay, Valen walks up
party.
and also starts stabbing this guy. After but a moment, he is dispatched, entirely unaware of what you all have done to him, but very much 900% dead.
I'm only 900.
903% dead. The
Nice.
spirit moves closer to you all, and you can still hear this pleading tone coming from it.
Spirit, what do you want?
A warning for all those who enter here. For why do you come?
Looking for Alden.
It nods and says,
I am here to supply you with warning. For too long, consumption of fellow man has gone on in this den. If you are to end the horrors, you will find your quarry.
We will find the quarry where?
it points beyond to the east. And as it does, it also looks southward, down the steps, looking back to each of you. It says,
Beware the gutworm.
and then the spirit fades.
Wait, wait, does our quarry have Alden?
When they said quarry, that they meant that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to be done with this, so down the stairs we go.
All right, do we wish to loot the corpse?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
Okay.
I like that sword that I saw.
All right, let's take a hot second. While you are picking this boy clean, we'll say you're doing it, Mig. You have the inventory, so I'll unequip your knife and go ahead and equip your sword. You have more than enough inventory space, so you are fine. While Smog is picking through this guy's belongings, Pele and Orgle, what are y'all doing?
I kind of want to go back to that other door, to be honest.
Go
See
for
what
it,
was
yeah.
in there.
I will follow him.
All right, you now have armor,
Wait.
Smog.
Listen to door.
All right, as you begin to listen to this door, you realize very quickly that it is locked. You hear from beyond a scratching. And as you kind of wiggle it, it's not actually locked. It's just stuck. You can kind of wiggle the handle, but it doesn't want to move.
I don't know if I want to bash it down. Or if I even
Orgo,
can.
move out the way.
Okay.
High hope.
All right,
High hope.
go and roll me strength, Mr. Pell. All right. With a very quick ramming of your shoulder, you're able to open the door.
Fuck.
It is very loud. And beyond,
Orgo, we should not go in there.
Why?
you were able to see very quickly a pile of corpses, and then you close the door.
Orgo, there is dead bodies and creepy looking things in there.
As he's saying that, a
bye.
repulsive stench of death and gore begin to fill your nostrils.
I open it again.
Okay, you open it again,
I'm
and you're met again with that same stench. You move in, or you just opening the door and looking in and just enjoying the smell?
What are those things?
You look to the north, Pele, and you see prisoners. They're tied down in chains, bloody. They look like they've gone, south a bit. They've been here for a while, surrounded by all this death and gore and inhumane treatment.
Are they in cells or
They're each in their own individual cell.
do I see a key anywhere?
You do not see a key anywhere, no. In fact, across from the way, you see another door. It is large and metal.
It leads to that room that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab the one of their cage doors and try wiggling it open.
All right, as you begin to wiggle it open, go ahead and roll me agility. You begin to wiggle up the door as the prisoner sees you, and they rush for the door as quickly as they possibly can. Their skin is tight to their bones, and they're very clearly sick, covered in blood and all other types of matter. They go to snatch at you, just in desperation, Pele, but you're able to jump back just in time. And they shake at the gates. They say, "Please, please, please." They're not striking out at you. They're just begging. They went to grab at you.
That was just my scared slash as I jump back.
Oh, sure, yeah. You kind of swing, and you realize it's less anger and more desperation. They just keep repeating "please" over and over and over and over.
I'm gonna look at him and be like,
Let me end your suffering.
And they just keep repeating "please, please, 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 please." You can't tell.
"Is he next to the gate?"
He's right next to the gate. Yeah.
I'm gonna try sliding my sword into him.
Okay. Without needing to roll or anything, you give this guy a stab, and he grabs a sword and he just smiles and keeps saying "please."
That's creepy. I unstab him.
Okay, you unstab him,
Unstab.
falls to the ground, and he slowly bleeds out.
Poor boy.
I'm gonna do the same. Shake this cage. See if he comes at me.
You, upon looking at all of them, you realize you're probably going to get the same reaction from all of them.
Good. Speed up the process. I do it to all of them.
You're gonna kill all the prisoners here.
And I'm going to add tally marks.
I am a serial killer.
I mean, you are a serial killer. Okay.
They don't know what I'm doing.
We'll go through these one at a time. We'll do it quickly. As you go to the north first, though, Orgel, and you guys are looking around here, you're able to get the armor and the weapon smog. What are you two doing?
I mean, it's either go in corpse room or go down here.
Yeah,
So
I'm going down.
Okay.
I'm gonna light a torch and go down.
Let me rewind real quick. Did you try taking the painting, or did you just look at it?
I mean, I just looked at it, and if it
Okay.
was like too big and awkward to carry, then I would just not touched it.
Fair enough. All right. So you guys' plan is to go down here.
Yeah,
All right.
light a torch and go down.
All right. As you light a torch, begin to go down. I'm gonna ask for a couple rolls from you, Mr. Pele. We're just gonna go down the list as you poke at each one. Apparently, go ahead and let's see. Hold up. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll agility again. Alrighty. And then go ahead and roll me a defense roll for D4 damage. Nice. Okay. And if you intend to kill them all because you're a crazy little boy, yeah, just roll me agility and then defend. Well, agility, and if you fail, then defend, and then defend again. Okay. This one dives at you and is able to rake its nails into your wrist. Okay, you do succeed on that one. and then one more. All right, roll me to defend. All right, excellent. You're able to wriggle your way out, and you actually dodge that one. Okay. Very depressingly and sadly, you dispatch all 5 of these prisoners, but you do see somewhat
I
of
scratched
a...
tallies on my new sword.
Yeah, you see somewhat of a thanks in their eyes as you do that. And by this point, your allies have begun to descend.
I wanna go back in the other room real quick.
Which room?
This room.
What's this room? Oh, the room. Okay.
Yeah, the room that I was in.
Let me move you through a wall, just because it'll take you a minute to get there. Okay. You see a guard laying dead on the floor, clearly killed by the other warder.
What else do I see in this room?
Is it to describe the room real quick? There's definitely some stuff going on here. There were guards. They are gone now. There's a fireplace that is blazing. There is the wooden table. To the north, you see some stairs that are made of wood that descend. To the west is the iron door that you were unable to open. And then to the south is the door that you opened, and you see smoke billowing through, but the door is closed, so, well, hopefully that stays that way. Are you going south down in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there.
Okay. As you begin to push your way north, I said south, sorry, you are indeed moving on in. This room is very dimly lit. Weirdly, as opposed to the room prior, it's oddly chilly and windy in this room. Not really sure where it's coming from.
I'm gonna go grab a torch real quick.
Do you have any torches on you?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
You do not. Okay. You're able to nab one from one of the walls, yeah. There was one back there. So you move in and you're able to light the room a little easier. You can see a few things. Obviously, to your south, you have the stairs that lead back up. To the west, you see an archway that leads into a rather large room that is illuminated with something. You can't really tell what exactly. To the north, there is an iron door that has no handle. It is just completely flat. And this room in general, there are hooked chains that are hanging from the ceiling.
Can I put my ear to the door?
You put your ear to the door and try to listen, and you hear, now that you're down this way, the violin music is much, much louder at this point. It's actually probably coming from around the corner, backwards to your west, but there's definitely something coming from there. As you begin to move about here, though, you kind of notice there's like small little holes and divots in the floors and the walls. Go ahead and roll me, let's see, I'll roll a d4. And you begin to hear like a shuffling or a wriggling. And as you look about, you notice that shuffling and that wriggling is actually coming from these holes. And back in the room with the chains, Pele.
Am I supposed to be able to see that?
Technically, yes, no. You go back one room though.
And the thing far over there.
Yeah. Both yes, no. You're about to meet up with your allies. You see these 2 creatures crawl out of these holes, and they begin kind of skittering about. They're like, they're very, very small from what you can tell, and they're wielding knives. They instantly gaze upon you.
How big are they compared to the knives?
And they seem angry. The knives look like swords to them. They are indeed quite small. What is your first response upon seeing these 2 creatures, Ballet? They don't rush you. They just draw their blades and they watch you.
I move slowly backwards.
Okay. You're going up the stairs, or you're going to the room behind you?
To the west.
Okay. As you move to the west, we'll cut back to the other 2. You guys crack this bad boy open, and you begin to descend. All right, let's see. This is going to end up somewhere kind of weird. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Is this not marked properly?
Does it actually poison us?
There's something you guys actually would have seen. So prior to you guys going down here, my apologies, there is actually a hole in the wall to your east before you go down.
Oh.
It looks like a little porthole, kind of like a window, but you know it obviously leads into the dungeon. If you guys want to look through it, you haven't looked through it yet, basically.
Sure, I'll look through it.
Okay. To the east, you went west. Okay.
I'm not directionally challenged, I swear.
Perfectly fine. As you look through this hole in the wall, you're going to see, well, behind, way down, you see Pele slowly backing up, kind of looking about. Behind him, though, you see a wall that is illuminated with spectacular colors. An air begins to kind of reach your nose, just barely smog. Most of this is going to be hitting Pele. It's very stuffy and it reeks of sulfur. You can hear the violin music very, very loudly now. Just beyond, there is a room. Below that is a massive pit. Huge, huge, huge pit. It is to the north of the area, so technically, Smog, you're here. I'm not going to just put you over there. You can see basically this. You see Pele, I'll put you there as well, Argyle. There's
Okay.
a technical little hole here. You guys can't see too far north of this pit, but it is a gargantuan. It goes about 60 feet down.
Wait, the hole went to the same place where I am at?
Yeah, so they can't go through this hole, but they can just see you. Going down the ladder will eventually get them down here, but they can kind of see ahead of time. So to the north of this, you can see that the wall has completely collapsed into a large cavern about 60 feet deep. There's black, mushy gunk everywhere. A sulfuric haze obscures the view, but one can almost see the room just beyond, and you can kind of see a statue just beyond there as well. It's really difficult to tell what's going on. In the middle of all this is a 50-foot tall pillar. Atop, you see two skeletons playing the violin. Let me go ahead and share that with you. Nice little piece of art.
That's cute.
I love it. It's beautiful.
It is very cool, actually, yeah.
This actually makes me
Wait.
emotional.
This thing's the pillar?
The thing they are standing on is the pillar. Yeah, sorry, that white little circle is the pillar. You see two skeletons playing, I almost said harmonica, my god, playing a violin, maybe one's playing harmonica, or a little tiny one, on top of this pillar. And then to the
Weird.
south of that, you two, Orgle and Smog, basically see a wall that is completely covered in beautiful green, pink, violet gems. They are fixed into the wall. As you guys peer past here and see Pele, what do y'all do?
Wait, where are the gems?
To the south.
Oh, this stuff right here?
Yeah.
I stare. Does,
How do I
does
point
Pele
again with
happen
my finger?
Sorry, what? X.
X.
Does Pele happen to see us?
Pele's slowly backing up. He's not going to see you unless you guys say something. This is more
Yeah,
of
I'm
a
currently
porthole.
looking at these like midgets that are staring at me with knives.
How do you get in there? I'm on the wrong side of the wall, Hub.
You want my movie back?
Yes, please.
I'd have to add a window. You want me back as well, Orgle?
Sure. I'm
Okay.
just gonna go down the ladder though.
Okay. Did either of you say anything?
He's on his own.
Okay.
But I did want those gems. Oh,
Well, you know
We
the
can maybe grab them
Thanks,
later.
guys.
on the way back. You're welcome.
there's probably a way to get to that. All right. The hatch is going to lead to a very particular room. All right, let's see.
Can I look at them and be like,
Who are you?
You said that to these two guys?
Yes.
Gazing upon them, you're not sure if they speak your same language, but the one to the north takes another step forward and they kind of just like chitter at you, just like
Isakanaka.
going to the south goes
Fukutai Kaya.
they look to each other and they start like waving their knives around and go ulududu.
Uukaka.
They nod and go da da do do da.
Iya.
They take a pose as if like they're putting their weapons down, and they kind of look to each other and go like ah, sort of like they understand something.
I'm gonna sheath my sword.
Okay, they have nowhere to sheath their blades, but they have them held down now.
I'm gonna point at the door.
The metal one,
Yeah.
they just shrug.
You're having a good time down there.
While you're thinking, Smog and Orgle move down and down. And as you guys do, you are deposited here. Alrighty. Give me 1 second.
We die.
As you slowly descend, you realize that you actually don't really need your torch. You can keep it lit. It was only dark for so long. A flame kindles in this room. It's sooty and very hot. The sulfuric haze that you saw through the little porthole is very strong here. To your south is indeed the pit. The walls have collapsed and moved down into this, like as I mentioned, 60-foot drop. You see someone to the north, and he's kindling something in the fire, muttering to himself. This individual is quite large.
Aha.
Oh, you see, wait, they're already at Scary Guy?
They're at Scary Guy, yes. He doesn't seem to notice you initially. You guys move down pretty quietly. He also seems somewhat distracted. Looking about the room, as I said, you do indeed see him. There's a table just behind him that has a few various things on it. There's something metal, there's like a cup, there's a couple human body parts, just things he's got laying around the house. In front of him, there are two large lit hearths that seem to be used as like smelters, maybe ovens for preparing meals, things of that nature. Looking about, you guys can see chunks of meat, flesh, or hanging from ceiling hooks everywhere. You can tell these are very much chunks of human flesh, adults, child, everything we got here. Does not discriminate in his feast. As I mentioned, to the south, you see the sludge. To the east is a wooden door, and behind you guys is the step ladder that moves back up to the pump room. The fires are burning loudly, so he doesn't seem to hear you initially.
Hey guys, do these twin goblins remind you of anyone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do they remind you of anybody?
Oh.
Nah,
no.
totally.
Friends.
They seem relatively distracted, and one of them climbs back into its hole. The other one's kind of just like watching around, playing with one of the chains.
Can I have them jump on each other's shoulders and put them in a trench coat?
In another universe, they might do that, but not this
I'm
one.
just kidding.
That might have already happened in another universe.
What were their names again?
Slicey and dicey?
Yeah, Slicey and Dicey. I was like Hacky and Slashy.
Close enough.
I was trying to remember.
Hacking slashy.
So in this room, that wall just has I can move.
Just covered in
Oh my
jewels.
gosh, I love it. Yes. Look at him.
There's a wiggle button. You
I
can
love
do a little
it.
dance.
So this is gems.
Covered in jewels.
Can I see if I can grab one?
You very much can. Let me ask Smog and Orgle how you guys respond first, though.
You
Do
said
we
he doesn't
see
really
this dude?
notice us?
He doesn't seem to notice you, either due to what he's working on, or due to the loud flames that are kind of cackling and crackling in front of him.
I will kind of like leave my torch, like smother it, and then just kind of like leave it in a corner.
Okay.
Because there's fire we can see. And then
Yeah.
I want to try and, I don't know, sneak around him because I don't want to deal with that.
Where would you be going to if you sneak around him?
There's only like one place I can go, right? It's like right here.
There seems to be a
Door past
door
him.
right next to him. It is very close to him, though. And then to the
Yeah.
south, you guys can technically swim. It looks swimmable. It's very thick sludge, but, well, there's some stuff going on there.
Want to tell him to jump into the fire.
Smog seems to have an idea. You're telling him to jump into the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me but a moment, please.
Daniel's plan is backfiring now. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, wait, but this is an important character.
He is indeed important.
I hope it's not Alden.
Rip.
All right, let's see.
Good job, Smog. You fucked up the whole plan.
All right.
Do we have to bring him back alive?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
You can tell your senses are telling you this is not Alden. This is a 7-foot tall grizzly of an individual. They are covered in soot. They're bald and head to toe covered in tattoos.
I feel like this
Yeah,
guy is
that's not very
Leatherface of this
princely.
universe.
Very not very princely now. In fact, let me go ahead and share the artwork with y'all.
Oh, my.
Oh, good.
What does your incantation sound like?
Is that a child?
Probably, or a small person. He's huge. He's 7 feet tall. So
That's
Mog,
menacing.
you succeeded.
What does it sound like?
Yeah.
Gibberish.
You start making noises.
Yeah.
All right. As you do that, you see this individual slowly turn to you, and an angry, manic look instantly strikes you, Smog. You're not sure if for a moment this isn't going to work, but he turns. He is trying his absolute best to resist, but he cannot. So he leaps, to the best of his ability, he is quite large, into the fire in front of him. Go ahead and roll me... Smog, roll me 2d8s, and we'll take the highest one. A 6.
So is it safe to assume that that look he gave me was very scary?
This boy's gonna wear you for a hat.
Oh,
Really?
Good job, Smog.
He would like to. He leaps into the fire, and the flames rip into his flesh, and he starts like screaming. It sounds as if it's pained at first, but there might be a little bit of pleasure in there. And a somewhat maniacal laughter begins to dance throughout the halls as he's starting to pick himself up out of this fire. And you can tell he's going to book it towards the two of you as quickly as he possibly can. First and foremost, though, as this is happening, the flesh around this room begins to kind of shake and vibrate, and all the chains of the ceiling begin to kind of ching, 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 ching. And it's like, what the hell's going on?
Oh no, is he the boss?
Smog, yes. Go ahead and roll me agility.
Oh no.
You know, I would help you, but, you know, there's gems over here, so...
not the gems.
All right. Fortunately for you, Smog, as you see these chains begin to shake, rattle, and roll, an arm dislodges itself, almost as if it's living, and it flings towards you. You're able to dodge the way in time as you can hear its wrist crack against the wall. And, well, this boy is quite angry. Let's actually cut to Peel first and see what you're doing. What are you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Peel.
Peel.
Just a serial killer,
Yeah.
you know, stealing some gems.
That's what you do. All right, what you doing, Doug?
I'm trying to take some gems off the wall, because I don't even know what's going on over there, so... It's not
All right,
like I'm in
sounds
a
good.
rush or anything to, you know, run over there.
Sure. They're being relatively quiet. Smog just kind of made some noises. Go ahead and roll me strength. Just a standard 12, so I want to beat. All right. You begin to pick at these gems, and you realize they're really wedged in there. They're like really wedged in there. They don't want to come out. I'll give you one more chance. The Rotblack Sludge behind you makes a noise.
Well,
Something
fuck these gems, I guess.
wet, something slimy, wriggling. I don't know. Something's going on. Not 100% sure.
Do I see them across the way? Because I'm going to turn around to that noise.
Sure, yeah. You turn around and what do you do?
Do I see them, or...
You see Smog finishing an incantation, a massive bear of a man jump into a fire. Orgal, what are you doing during this? Valen's cheering. He's happy.
What a good boy. I mean, I don't really want to deal with him. Can I run past him?
Do you want to run past him?
I'm gonna run through this door while I see
All right,
homeboy
before you
run
open that door,
as
give me
well.
1 second. Okay, this door is stay back there, Peel. This door is slightly ajar, Orgal. And you realize sprinting past him, you can most definitely open it. Peel, though, I need you to go back to the other room real quick. As you were picking away at that, did you say anything to the individuals across the way as they were kind of doing their thing?
No, I just looked at them.
Dope. As that is happening, the sludge itself begins to surge towards you. Please roll to defend.
Gross.
Oh, sorry. D10 damage.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
good.
D10 damage.
Like I'm rolling defend.
Rolling to defend, and it's going to ask you how much damage. D10 is the answer.
Like defend DR.
That's the DR. Let me say, hold up. So when you roll to defend,
Oh, you mean
incoming
1D?
attack. Where it says incoming attack, the incoming attack is 1d10.
Oh no.
Well, I'm dead.
Okay. So, instantly, Pele, maybe karma comes up and bites you in the ass.
So we get for stabbing all those people.
So, we can take a moment to discuss death. You don't instantly die in this game. You roll a d4, and then on a 4, you do instantly die. The other ones, you're basically unconscious. I will say, Pele, you have options.
Wait, so this thing just somehow jumps at me? I don't have, like, agility roll, or...
That was your agility roll. Avoiding it.
Okay.
So... Let's see. Omens can do multiple things. You can pop one omen to reduce the damage by a d6. You can have me... Well, you can choose to reroll if you wish. That's up to you. But this is effectively going to kill you. You may use one of your omens if you wish.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay. Here's the question. Do you want to reduce the damage by 1d6, or do you want to reroll to defend?
I feel like I'm fucked either way, but...
So you're already reducing damage by 1. So that's not bad. If you roll high in the d6, that could save you. You have 3 HP. Here's where we check if you're a gambling man or not. If you roll high on the defense, you completely avoid the damage.
And I only can use one omen, or...
I'll say Normally only one, yeah. We can possibly say 2.
I guess I'll roll the d6.
Okay, you're gonna roll to reduce damage.
Fucking
no.
A.
Okay, like I said, to be nice, I'll let you use 2 if you wish. Let's go ahead and roll the feat and see if you can keep it. Okay, you do lose one of those omens, so you have 1 omen left. If you want to use that one, you're more than welcome to. Okay, that reduces the damage by 2 more. That's still 5 damage. So that is still going to
Hold on, what was the other option?
reroll defend. Do you want to do
Will I keep the one that I rolled on my omen?
that? You roll to reduce damage? Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll defend again, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and roll defend. Same exact thing. You're defending against 1d10. Okay, failed, but the d10 only did 2 damage this time. So you're actually able, your armor is able to stop some of this. So, Peel, you do indeed live. Let's go ahead and roll Escaping Fate and see if we can actually... All right, that's going to be your last omen, unfortunately. But you do get to live, Peel. So, let me go ahead and describe what's happening as it's happening. The sludge writhes and wriggles, and an absolutely gargantuan worm jets at you at an absurd speed.
Oh, that's the worm that they were talking about.
That's the worm they were talking about. It was hiding in the sludge, correct. Basically, right after you touch the gems, you seem to have agitated it, and it flings itself towards you, Pel. You're able to dive towards the right into the other room as it slams into the wall. You take no damage, but it seems very hungry. It is huge. I cannot tell you how long it is because you cannot see the end of this worm. It is very, very thick. If it wanted to, it could probably swallow you in a single bite.
Is there a picture of this?
There is no picture. Just imagine some horrifying, massive, just covered in black goop worm.
Can it move, or do I have to be in that room?
What do you mean? It won't move.
Like, I'm over here now,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you dove out of the way. Yeah.
Like, can it follow me, or am I...
You get the feeling that if you're near the door, it's going to reach you, but you know if you go up the stairs, it cannot reach you.
Can it reach me if I'm right here?
Nope.
Can I try getting into that door?
Okay, as you begin to tinker with that door, Smog and Orgel, you see this massive worm just explode out of the sludge. Orgel, you rush to the door. You realize that it is indeed open, so you may open it if you wish. Smog, what do you do?
So I see the worm.
You see the worm. You see this man burning. What do you do? What are you trying to do?
I was gonna
Are you trying to do it
the
again?
worm.
You trying to command my
The
worm?
Orgel, yeah. The Orgel. The enemy.
You don't tell my worm what to do.
Okay, hang on.
Where's the
I
worm?
know
Yeah, you
to
failed
fix
there
this.
trying to command the worm.
You may use an omen to fix that, yes.
I like to use an omen to reroll.
Okay.
Do I have to click anything, or is it auto?
Just if you click on omen, it might go down 1. The word omen. Oh,
Let me fix that.
yeah, give yourself 1 and then reroll. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I let him use 2. I'll let you use more if you wish.
No.
You don't have to reroll here. You can just say the DR is reduced since you rolled an 11.
Oh, all right. Okay, DR is reduced.
All right. This worm probably doesn't want to listen, but you can probably tell it something. What are you telling it?
Eat the guy on fire.
Eat the guy on fire. You tell this worm.
Eat the burning man.
Eat the burning man. Okay. One creature blindly obeys a single command.
This is great. I like this power.
Seems
Until it
pretty,
hurts you.
seems pretty strong.
Did you give me my damage?
You don't take damage because you succeeded.
But I failed once.
No, you rerolled.
No, you
Alright.
rerolled it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're only taking 1 outcome. What do you say to this worm?
I'm just gonna screech at it.
You just screech and then say, eat the burning man?
Yeah.
Okay. As you screech that, the burning man is maybe undecided as to what you said, but kind of like partially realizes it, and his eyes grow wide as he begins to push himself out of this fire and probably towards you, Smog. He's no longer looking at you, Orgel. Orgel, you have access to this door if you wish to open it.
I am opening the door and I'm going in.
All right, you open the door and you see a room that's completely full of debris. Instantly, a stale air assaults your lungs. It's relatively hard to breathe, but let's be honest, maybe easier to breathe in the room that's literally covered in fire and corpses.
Yeah. I mean,
You wish anything.
anything's better than being out here, so I'm going in.
That's excellent. You move on in. A torch dimly illuminates the room. You see trash and bones everywhere in enormous quantities. Obviously, to your west is the door. To your south is another wooden door. From what you can see, it is entirely closed. This whole room is just covered in stuff. It's legitimately just stuff. Clothes, tables, books, bones, lots of bones, just a ton of shit going on here.
I'm
As you
gonna
look around. What do you do?
close the door behind me.
Close the door behind you. All right. Some of the screaming has died down a wee bit.
Oh, good. I will, I don't know, go down to the other door.
All right. Valen begins to kind of play with some things as you move to the other door.
Open this door. Oh, can
You
I
attempt to
not?
open it and you realize it's locked.
Unfortunate.
And as you realize that it's locked, go ahead and roll me to defend against D4 damage.
Oh boy. Am I blind? There it is. Defend.
Oh, my boy got a
Spicy.
crit. All right. From the north, from the ceiling, something large and angry begins to descend.
What? Oh, I couldn't tell what it was until I hovered over it.
It is a massive spider. Fortunately for you, Mr. Orgle, you are able to valiantly dodge as its fangs bite down into a table behind you. It hisses at you very angrily, I might add, and very much means you harm. Good sir, you critically succeed on your defense. You get a free attack.
I get to shank him.
You do. It has D2 armor.
Shanking, not shanking.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. You swing out, and the creature is able to kind of and move off to the side, and, well, you are now stuck in Mortal Kombat with a spider twice your size.
Thanks, I hate it.
With a locked door to your south. Smog! He slowly crawls out of the fire, flesh burning, and he is going to run towards you to the best of his ability. What do you do after you issue this command to the worm?
Run
Run where? Up the ladder?
up the ladder.
Okay. He just books it to you, just with an absurd speed. Let's see. We have two options here. I'm gonna go ahead and go with... He's chanting something to himself as he runs at you, Smog. He is going to... Ah, wonderful. One creature. That's gonna be you. He's chanting something dark and sick to himself as he attempts to follow you up this ladder, Smog.
Here.
He's going to grab onto your ankle as you're going upward. And you feel the words begin to sink into your flesh. Roll me 1d6. Great. Absolutely wonderful.
No.
Alrighty. You are not necessarily poisoned. This spell is called the Daemon of Capillaries. You begin to
good.
choke as you feel your throat closing up on you and you feel your veins begin to just betray you. Your whole body is just screaming out in just no, 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 just over and over and over. For 5 rounds, this is going to affect you.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So let me go ahead and throw us into combat because now it is relevant.
We're
All
all
right.
split. This is terrible.
Let me open that bad boy. Now that everyone's technically done their one thing, I'm going to go ahead and roll whose side goes first and just chuck that bad boy out there. All right, the enemies will go first.
Oh, good.
I'm going to have the worm move at the top of the order. That sounds pretty good. What was that command you gave that worm again?
Eat the guy on fire.
Eat that guy? All right, let's go ahead and try to eat that guy.
that guy.
All right, we're going to go ahead and... this is very awkward. I don't think the game planned for PvP because I don't have agility on my boy. We're going to say his agility is just a 0. We're going to roll a flat d20, and he needs to beat a 12. He did not beat a 12. That's d10 damage. 2, not great. How much armor do I have? I have a d4 of armor. All right. The worm dives for this currently unnamed individual. He's able to kind of bat it off. It seems single-mindedly, I'm going to eat you now, Mr. Sir. And he kind of gives it a look of like, please don't do that. But it's going to keep trying until this man is consumed. Let's go over to this spider boy. He says, hi, boy. And once again, it's going to try to lash out at you, Mr. Orgle. I almost called you like 3 different things. Go ahead and roll me to defend against a d4.
Oh, boy.
Wonderful.
Nice.
You dodge again, maybe grabbing the leg of that chair that just shattered and catching its fangs in it. And the creature's like trying to get out of it. The worm is just going to be completely focused on Fletcher this entire time. He is going to... He's not going to attack you, Smog. He's just going to drag your ass down and keep you down here. Because, well, he wants to go up. So go ahead and roll me... Just roll me an attack with 1d4 damage. Just the minimal.
Who are you talking to?
Smog, go ahead and defend against 1d4 damage. He's not using his weapon. He's dragging you off this ladder.
Can we just laugh for a second that the goblin's name is Seth?
I know, right? I love it. All right.
I was just
Accurate,
looking at the
though.
art of the book.
Unfortunately, that is indeed a failure as he drags you off the ladder. You slam to the floor, Smog, and he begins to climb it. The worm can still reach him, but next turn, if he gets to go up this ladder, he's going to be free of this worm. And you can just hear him cursing to himself as you can tell he wants to beat the shit out of you, but well, you're not letting him. Alrighty, let's start with Oral. What are you doing, dog?
I don't want to be here, but I don't want to be outside either. This whole situation just kind of sucks.
Do you have any spells or powers or anything?
I have the one power that lets me talk to my monkey. I mean, I can talk to animals, is what it says.
It's an animal.
True. I will try and use my power.
Okay. I believe.
Oh my god.
Another critical success. Okay. I will say I don't know if there's a critical success for spells. There is, but we decide. Orgel, I'm going to ask you, what would you like this to critically succeed as? You can speak to creatures. What more do you want?
I can, I'll maybe have more persuasion power when I'm talking to it.
Sure. I'll say
New
you
pet.
thoroughly understand this thing. What do you say to it?
So I didn't mean to come into your home. It was all a misunderstanding. Can you possibly help me with something?
The creature pauses for a moment, looking at you and looking at the monkey, and the monkey just kind of, like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Animals will speak the same language. We know this.
Yeah.
Duh, come on. I've seen the cartoon before. And the spider kind of like back just ever so slowly. And it looks back to you and to the monkey and says,
Help with what?
Oh, there's a big dude outside. He's not very nice. It'd be nice if you could I don't know, maybe eat him a little bit. I'm sure you're probably hungry.
Hungry I am. He is
Yeah.
formidable. He feeds me. Why should I help you?
Wait, is he talking to the worm?
he's talking to the spider.
The giant
Oh.
spider.
My bad.
All right, well, how about instead of him feeding you, I will feed you now.
Its eyes light up with that.
You can feed me?
Yes.
What do you offer?
I point to the monkey.
It looks to the monkey, and the monkey looks to you like, you son of a bitch. Are you offering the monkey?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I like this plan.
We'll pause there because it's not its turn yet, but the monkey's like, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. It seems very interested. We'll put it that way. Let's go back to Pele. What are you doing, dog?
Oh, just chilling. Not getting attacked like everybody else. Suckers. I thought I was just gonna chill over here with my Seth friend,
Okay.
a little goblin guy.
It's playing with the chain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, pet him.
He doesn't like that.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna pet him. Can I push on this door?
You attempt to push on the door. It seems completely stuck in place.
I'm gonna look at little guy and be like, Unka Aisa! Ooh, 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 ooh. And I push on the door.
He gives you a look as if to say, idiot. And he goes, Ukata-sama. Like, duh, you can't open it.
Huh. Okay. Well, door don't open. I guess I will go down the hole that everybody else went down, because me can't do anything here.
Okay, so you're going to go back up the stairs and run to take the long way around. All right, go ahead and stop at like 60 or so feet and just kind of chill there. As you begin to run about. As you're good there. As you do that,
That was actually exactly 60 feet.
Yeah, I think you stopped exactly 60. As you begin to do that, the little creature kind of hears the worm wriggling about, and before you leave the room, Pele, you actually hear it like burrow back into its hole. Like, yeah, screw that, I ain't getting eaten. All right, Smog, you've been thrown down. You can tell that the worm is not interested in you, fortunately, but your body is betraying you. Roll me 1d4, but we're going to reduce it by 1d2. Did you just math at me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you did. Okay. Wow. Oh, haha. Okay, I accidentally clicked the die, and I moved it, and it like ruined my it covered your token. I'm like, move, you little shit. Alrighty, well, with that, you can feel your kind of veins begin to tighten up again on you, and you only take 1 damage. You have 4 more rounds of this nonsense, by the way. What do you choose to do?
I'm going to wildly grab at the big guy's legs.
You're gonna try to pull him back down?
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be the same thing. He's really big. Are you using anything? Look at your items. Look at your inventory. We got stuff on us. Let's not just grab legs. What do you got on you?
I mean, I could stab his thigh.
You could, but do you have any cool treasures on you?
I have a bear trap.
You have a bear trap. Would you like to use your bear trap?
Yes.
All right. To reiterate, this is a slaughterhouse, basically. There's hooks, there's chains. You got the world is your oyster in this room. He normally uses it against you, but
Oh, wait, I don't need a bear trap then.
well, the bear trap is immediately available to you. You know it's going to work. So if you wish to use it,
All
you're
right.
more than welcome.
Yes, I will do a bear trap.
All right. What are you doing with this bear trap?
I want to lock it around his leg.
Okay.
Can I also grab a hook nearby, like a chained hook? Is there a chained hook?
So
On the wall, maybe?
yeah. Just full on tell me what you want to do, and I'll give you a number, and then if you don't like it, then we can take 1 action off.
All right, and then I want to attach it to the...
Oh, you're gonna attach the hook to the bear trap and then like snap the bear trap on him?
Yeah.
Sure. That will just be I'll let you pick agility or strength, just standard D12.
Are you sure that would work? Don't bear traps require setup?
Yes, but I will say in
You
your
just gotta
moment
open
of,
it and chuck it.
yeah, you just gotta. The thing is, like, this is your whole action is literally opening it and then pushing it in his leg. So you're strong enough that you can open a bear trap.
All right.
You have a bear trap on you, after all.
All right.
Yeah. So this roll is symbolizing everything, the whole kit and caboodle.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Either strength or agility. Agility to get there quickly, strength to do it forcefully, whichever one you prefer. I think they're both +1 for you.
Agility is +0.
Then probably strength. All right, you rolled a 16. With that, go ahead and also roll me a d6, actually. Tough shit. Okay. You snap this bear trap onto his leg, and it seems to grab firmly onto his boot. You are going to be successful in this and actually drag him down, but he just basically tanks all the damage as he kind of falls onto his ass. His mace that he was wielding, it's a flail, actually, sorry. His flail drops out of his hand and kind of slides across the ground. As he was climbing, you knocked him down. He's on his ass, and he looks at you. He takes no damage from this, but he gives you a look of like, okay.
Wait, worm.
Is that the worm? The worm's ready to attack next. But he gives you a look of like, all right, this is how we're doing things. Okay. Are you choosing to move or anything, Smog, or are you chilling there? You know your friend went to a door up to the north.
I wish to step to the side to let the worm have room.
Okay.
And I want to smile evilly.
All right. We'll go ahead and start with the worm.
I'll be over here. I guess worm is what?
The worm
Over
is
here?
in this entire black area. It is gargantuan and can reach anywhere. It can reach the far wall of all these
Yes.
areas.
So I will make him look over here so the worm can go, ow!
All right. He's a big son of a bitch. Who's going to go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and roll to beat 12. I rolled a 2. That's not great. And then it's going to be D10 damage.
Can I make them roll it?
That's
Can I make him re-roll his attack?
No, that was to defend. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
the worm's good?
correct. So I'm rolling Fletcher's defense. That's a 2. He failed. Now I'm rolling the worm's damage, which is a 6. I'm going to roll Fletcher's armor, which I believe is a D4. He's
Did
actually
you
really
actually name him Fletcher?
His name is Fletcher, yes.
I think that's a cute name. Why'd you give it to him?
Well, because he's I don't know, sorry. Apologies. All right. The worm does not
Honestly, how
completely
dare you?
consume, I know, right? The worm is unable to consume him in a single bite as Fletcher kind of wriggles about. It flies past him, though, and takes a chunk out of his shoulder, and you see blood just spatter the wall. And he begins to kind of stand himself back up as he's cursing to himself and trying to kind of figure out why the hell the worm is doing what it's doing. He thinks you have something to do with it, but he's not entirely sure.
He'd be right.
Yeah, clearly climbing up this did not work. So he dives for his weapon, grabs the flail, and begins to just spin it above his head, and it begins to ignite.
Oh my.
And as it does, go ahead and defend me against D8 damage. Ooh. All right. He swings the flail down on you, and you're able to duck in time. He just shatters the shelf that was behind you, and various vials explode, glass goes everywhere, and he looks down at you just like, I am going to eat you, you piece of shit. So he looks incredibly angry. If anything, you can tell that his tattoos are actually starting to glow just a wee bit. Spider-chan, Monkey-chan. Let's see how this plays off. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll to defend for the monkey.
Can I, like, try and hold the monkey down?
You may try to hold the monkey. All right,
no,
you're
hold
basically...
it down to, like, basically pick him up and just give him to the spider.
All right, I'll lower his roll by 2, so that's a 10. If you're doing that, I won't even give let the monkey roll. You know that? Have you seen that piece of art with Mario jumping off of Yoshi, and Yoshi's just like, why?
Yes.
Okay, that's the face the monkey's giving you. And as you just like Simba to the gods, give this monkey to the spider slowly consumes your little friend. Just bite after bite.
I salute the monkey.
The monkey's not really sure, but he loves you. Just he's not sure how to feel about this, but he like this is for the best. He just kind of gives you a salute as the spider begins to wrap the boy up and just save him for later. He'll melt him down and have some snacks later. He took a couple bites to kind of see he's feeling pretty good. And the spider looks to you, Orgle, and says,
"That will suffice as a snack. Do you have more?"
Well, not at the moment, but I can get more.
Soon?
After we're done, dealing with this place, I can go get something and bring it back.
All right. The spider seems to trust you.
You're so faithful to this spider. Just yeeted your monkey.
It seems to trust you. It kind of motions for you to lead the way, Orgle.
Well, I will open the door and go back out.
All right, as you open the door, you see that your friend is cornered by a crazy, half-naked, half-burnt man wielding a flaming mace. As you kind of scoot out, the spider sneaks up kind of behind you and begins to crawl on over, seeing this general situation of like, but they can see that Fletcher is in pain. They go, I can eat Fletcher. And next round, the spider will be able to move close enough to get to Fletcher. Did you wish to do anything, Orgle, as you move into this room? There's shit everywhere. If you want to throw shit, you're more welcome to do so.
I'll just throw something at the back of his head, I guess.
All right, what are you throwing? There's stuff everywhere.
You said there's body parts or something? I'll just
there's
pick
body
up an
parts,
arm.
there's cleavers, there's chucking an arm?
Yeah, I'm chucking an arm.
All right, this is definitely not unarmed damage. Go ahead and roll me... I think you still have your knife on you?
Yeah.
Go ahead and just roll that, and he has D4 armor.
Nice.
Darn. All right, this boy eats his Wheaties. So you strike him, but this arm kind of blumps in the back of the head and just leaves like a splattering of blood. And he just turns you this manic look of like, there's more! He sees you and the spider of like, why is the spider not eating you? Fletcher is just completely bamboozled right now. Pele, you buying zoomies?
Hello.
You zooming on over?
Away.
All right, as you move through that room, more and more smoke is beginning to billow through. You looking at the old man?
And who are you?
You try to speak to him, he does not respond.
I take his hood off.
You try to take off his hood, and your hand like phases through the clothes.
I poke his face.
You're able to poke his skin. He feels kind of cold, but he's definitely there. He's just not paying attention to you.
I put his hand on the table.
You can touch his hand, but when you go to move it, you can't.
Oh. Okay, I leave now, bye.
Okay. You noom around the corner after you open the door. I guess you technically don't know how to get there, but you do see that the hatch is open.
Oh, I knew the hatch is what they went through.
Yeah. So you're able to get near the hatch, but
of life.
Yeah, we'll say you can run there and you can have yourself a nice little drink. Go ahead and roll me D4. Okay, go ahead and heal for 1. as you quickly sprint down the hallway and just dunk your head in there.
Yeah.
All right, you go for a quick dunk and just like, oh, yes, sustenance.
Away,
All right, and
as Seth would say.
All right, you begin to go down. Smog, roll me 1d4 and then 1d2 or 1d4 minus 1d2. If you push up, it usually rolls the last thing you rolled. If you click on chat and push up. All right, and again, another damage. 3 more rounds of that. All right, you see Fletcher wishing to wear you for a hat. What do you do?
Do I see the spider coming?
You see the spider, and it's standing next to Orgel. Doesn't look aggressive. It's next to him rather than like behind him of like numb.
I just nod.
I wonder where the monkey is.
If only you can understand the spider.
Can I stab him with my sword?
Of course you can. He has D4 armor. You may roll.
That. Swarb.
All right. As you swing, he parries your sword easily with his flail. And kind of gives you like a
All right. He's distracted. Go, worm, go.
All right. Do you wish to kind of hold your position there?
I'm gonna back out of the way because I don't want to get. Yeah, let's back out of the way.
All right. All right. You sort of move out of the way so you don't get eaten along with him. Starting at the top of the order. I kind of forgot. I'm rolling Fletcher's defense. All right. So defense. That's a critical fail. That means it's going to be double damage. So I'm going to roll a d10 and just double it.
Go, my little worm.
That's 12 damage. Minus 3. That's 9 damage. You want to guess how much health Fletcher has?
9 damage?
9 damage. Alrighty. The worm erupts from the sludge. And Fletcher quickly turns, looking at you, Smog, and he's like, all right, now you die. And as he does, he goes to swing the flail at you, and it hurtles through the air. A millisecond before it makes contact with your head, splitting it open and giving Fletcher all the goodies inside, the worm shoots outward, and it grabs the entirety of Fletcher's body, sands his arm, crunches down as you hear all his meaty bits just turn to gristle, and the worm pulls him down to the sludge as his arm plops to the floor.
Yeah! Good worm.
Orgel and Smog, go ahead and roll me agility. We need to beat an 8. Alrighty. Smog, you succeed. Orgel, you do not. Do you have any armor, Orgel?
I have light armor.
Alright, go ahead and roll that for me. It's just the D2, technically. Alright. That will be 2 damage. More pieces of people long gone fall from the ceiling. This one a leg, Orgel, as it kind of just falls down and drop kicks you across the chin and then falls limply to the floor. Smog, a rib cage kind of like snap at you, like a Pac-Man style. But you're able to kind of just move out of the way as it falls to the sludge. And with that, Fletcher is dead as shit.
Now we have a worm to deal with.
The worm is kind of wriggling him out, and you can just sort of hear it crunching away at Fletcher. The spider does look to you, Orgel, as if to say, I wanted to eat that. It kind of moves over and moves the flail out of the way, and then takes a nice little chunk out of the people hand meat, delicious. And then
Can I read?
it'll just eat it now. As you kind of reach for the flail near the spider looks at you and goes, oh, I'm sorry, and it kind of takes one of its little feet and just like slides it towards you. He's like, yeah, go ahead, take it, I don't want it.
Thanks.
Gives you a quick nod and just continues eating. You notice attached to the handle of the flail is actually there's a key dangling from it.
Hey, Oracle, what'd you see in that room besides your new friend?
Oh, a lot of junk.
No keys or anything?
I didn't really have time to look around.
All right, as you pick this weapon up, Smog, go ahead and roll me your armor.
You mean defend?
Just roll me a D2.
Whoops.
Alrighty.
That was neat. You said D2, right?
D2, yeah. That was really goofy looking. Alrighty, Smog, my friend, you have exactly 2 HP. So with this, as you kind of go to pick up the mace, your whole body just kind of just constricts, and you feel the rest of your life is just squeezed out of you for a moment, and you fall unconscious. Still gripping the mace. You're not dead. You're technically just unconscious for now.
Damn it. My next action was to go upstairs and have some of that wonderful juice.
You do have juice in your pockets.
Oh, yeah. Do they know I have juice in my pockets?
I don't know. Or you see Smog just kind of collapse, grabbing the mace. What do you do?
Meanwhile, Spider's like, ooh.
The spider actually is finishing up the hand and looking to you, Smog.
How much? I don't really know Smog that well, do I?
No, you don't know each other very well at all.
I mean,
Hey, I did kill that big guy all by myself. You need me.
I guess.
The spider's slowly moving towards Smog. It grabs you by the foot, Smog starts pulling you toward it, and then Pele, you're able to descend.
I'll tell the spider to wait a second.
Its fangs are like out, and his calf is exposed. He's looking at you like, huh?
That one's pretty useful. He could help us get more meat for you.
Okay, just kind of unceremoniously drops you, Smog.
And then I'll run over. You'd have like potions or something, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did I join?
You're now down here, yes. You do have a life elixir on you. You have D4 doses. You currently have 4. It'll heal for D6 and remove infection.
Excellent.
roll me a
Why
D6
is there
slot.
a big spider down here?
New friend. We just have to feed him.
What is the matter with Smog?
I don't know. They picked up a mace and then they kind of fell over.
You have no
Smog
idea.
is Smog
Okay,
still
okay.
knocked out, or
Orgel kind of like force feeds Smog some of the good juice, and you feel the constraining feeling pulsing throughout your veins kind of fade, Smog, as you were brought back to the land of the living.
That guy could do weird things.
Spider's watching patiently. It gives Pele a look and then looks to you, Orgel, like it ain't this one.
No, he's pretty useful too.
Ugh.
Sometimes.
All,
I mean, there's
all
plenty of-
8 eyes
there's
is
like-
kind of roll.
There's like arms and legs everywhere. You can eat some of that. We'll
It
get
shrugs
you
and
some more later.
starts digging into the leg over here.
As long as you don't eat us 3 and the one person we're looking for, then you can eat
There's some-
everything else.
Dead guard bodies upstairs. If you
Yeah,
want.
there are other dead people.
Ooh, okay, excellent. Spider very much appreciates that and kind of looks up the hatch. It's like, I can fit up there possibly. Okay, cool. The spider's just kind of moving around like, ooh, it's basically a buffet. So the spider's moving around. It's like, I'll take some of this, some of that, some of this.
Have you found the person we're looking for yet?
No, but I found a key.
No. I just found the spider. I mean, there was a locked door in the other room.
I found some goblins.
I don't even know what those are.
This room? This is the locked door?
Yes, as you kind of wriggle about a bit, you are able to kind of flip the mace over, and you pick up this oddly shaped key, and it fits weirdly well into this lock.
I just start looking for different, like, meat that I can give to the spider.
As you sort of move around, Orgel, picking up various meats and such, the crunching and crunching coming from the pit is getting quieter and quieter, and you get the feeling the worm's almost done with its meal.
Oh no.
By the way, we want to stay away from that nasty pit. I almost died from a big worm.
I know. I sent the worm on the big guy down here. What else do you think is eating right now?
I don't know. I was upstairs.
Oh, okay. You missed someone scary? What were you doing up there?
I saw some shiny jewels, and I talked to goblins, and then worm tried to kill me, and now I'm here.
Okay, well.
I found room full of chains and death. Okay, we go in this room now.
As the two of you enter the room, Orgel, do you follow them?
To be honest, I'm more worried about keeping the spider fed.
So far, the spider seems pretty happy. There's a pretty good amount of meat in here, and if anything, it's slowing down its eating and just kind of collecting all the meat and going like, ooh, I can put so much stuff here. So it seems pretty happy, actually.
I will tell him that it seems like that worm down there is almost done, so you might want to watch out, and then I will go over here.
The spider takes your warning to heart and moves closer to the door so it can jump through there if it needs to. As you guys enter this room, you are greeted again with the stink of sulfur. You kind of go from stink of must back to stink of sulfur. It is the sludge as we know. The violin music is still playing wonderfully. The first thing you guys notice that is impossible to not notice is a very large black statue of the one-eyed King Leonard II. There's an obvious cavity where the eye would be. Let me go ahead and share that with you.
How big is it?
How big is
Statue.
the statue? The statue is approximately, we'll say about 15 feet tall.
So then how big is this cavity?
It is about the size of an eye. Maybe a little bit, like an actual eye. It's maybe a little bit bigger.
So it's pretty small.
Yeah, yeah. So he's not perfectly sized, but he's sitting in a chair and whatnot, so...
Well, I did not find a eyeball anywhere, so
Go look in the trunk behind us then.
As you all begin to look around, you've noticed to the west, as I mentioned, is the sludge. To the north is the door that leads to the debris room. To the south is a very large iron door. It seems that there's a handle on it.
What?
And looking at the floor, you notice that it's cobbled, but unlike the rest of this entire den we've been to, there's something off about this room. The floor specifically. You're not really sure what it is.
This room?
Like the room that we're in right now.
The room you're currently in with the statue, yes. There's something off about it.
push the door open.
You wish to open the door, Mog?
Yes.
I want to listen first.
All right. You listen and you hear the faint jingling of chains.
That must be the room I was in earlier.
What was that room?
The chain room.
Does this door look familiar?
Well, on my side, I could not open it because it had no door handle.
This side does.
Wait, were there any other doors in the way in you went?
Huh?
He accidentally killed the prisoner when he killed all those.
Hmm?
Did he accidentally kill the prisoner when he Alden? I mean, when he killed all those prisoners?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right. Well, that's a dead end. It just loops around.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You are able to open the door from the side. It pushes in quite easily, actually. You know that you might want to put something in the way because it's probably going to close. It seems pretty heavy.
Okay, I go grab something from this room.
Okay. As you nab something from that room and you start walking through here again, Orgel, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm curious of what was this way, but
Looking southward, you see the door open. Orgel and Smog, you witness a room that just has jingling chains hanging from the ceiling. There are some pocketed, marked holes in the walls and some in the floor.
Smog, don't touch those things on the wall.
What things? These things?
Do not touch!
Okay. Why?
Hmm. I almost died from big worm because it liked the gems.
I think the worm just likes to eat.
Maybe so, but as long as we have this door open, we don't have to go a long way and risk the worm potentially attacking.
Oh, Mr. Spider, is there an eyeball laying around?
The spider kind of pops its head around the corner and just kind of smacks a head that just rolls through the doorway.
Pick it up.
Okay, you pick up the decapitated human head. It had seen better days.
Shove it into the eyeball socket.
You do what?
Shove it into the eyeball socket?
The whole head?
Yeah?
The whole head won't fit.
Ah.
Like I said, the eyeball socket is relatively close to a
eyeball
regular eyeball socket.
It's too big, Spider, but thank you. All right, do I see anything in this junk that would fit?
I'm gonna pull the eyeball out of that head that there was.
Okay, you pick up the head that Smog dropped, and you pop the eye out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out with my knife.
Okay, you're able to kind of pop the eye out.
And creeped out.
I'm gonna put it in the statue.
Okay,
Eyeball.
you put the eye in the statue,
There's a reason I wouldn't think of that.
and well, unfortunately, that was the correct thing to do because you guys begin to hear a cracking sound. And
what sound?
cracking. Looking about, the floor starts to feel kind of like it's wriggling a bit, and the entire room is slowly leaning towards the sludge, towards the left, Before that finishes, though, to your right, on the east side wall, suddenly, a massive stone door to the east opens, revealing a secret passage.
Yeet.
You join the Morgul.
Orgo, hurry!
Of course. But I will make sure the spider knows where we're going.
All right, the spider's actually kind of moved into this back room because it's not feeling the worm, and it sees you guys kind of moving about. It can sort of sense you. As you guys move into this room, the entirety of the floor kind of shifts 45 degrees and then starts going a little bit further. The statue's just fine, but you can tell anyone that was standing in there would have had to run quickly or face sludge. After about a moment, it rights itself again.
Aren't Orgo gonna close us in?
No, the door is open just fine as long as the eye remains in the socket.
Okay. So what's in this room?
What's in this room? Well,
Yes.
as with the others, torches burn. It's very hot and confined. The violin music reaches all the way to here. Let's not dance around the bush too much. The first thing you see is a boy sitting on a bench and gnawing on some human bones. He's pleasantly plump. He's facing the wall as he slowly turns to you guys. His hair is a little matted. His once rich-looking clothes are torn and dirty. He looks at the three of you, very dirty, bloody individuals, and just kind of says, "Hello?
Are you Alden?
That's my name, yes.
Oh my god,
Oh
I
my
risked my
God.
life for this thing.
Who are you?"
We are here to
Come here.
bring you.
You're here to bring me what?
Bring you back to your father.
You know, I don't really want to go. It's not that bad here. I mean,
I'm
there's so
gonna
much.
punch him in the face.
Okay.
You either come with us or we feed you to the worm.
All right.
I don't want to
okay.
like do damage. I'm kind of just trying to knock him out.
Yeah, just
Coming
roll,
with us.
yeah, just roll to hit.
Just roll my knife, I guess.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like godly strong.
He catches your fist and rips your arm off.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right.
He will.
You go to swing at him, and he kind of.
Omen?
You want to use an omen or something?
And he has strong
Omen?
armor. 12.
I'll use mine. I don't want you to miss.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Go and use one of your omens. That'll bring your 10 up to a 14. So he. I love it says bring the DR down 4 rather than give yourself a 4 more to the roll. Anyway, as you go, he basically parries your fist with one of the bones, and he kind of gives you a look like, ha, and then you follow it up with a second fist, and you can like. And he just kind of falls and slumps against the bed, I guess, that he was lying in. And there's a few things in this room. Well, he wasn't really wanting to converse, but Orgel, you found the best way to persuade someone, fortunately. There's a few other things here. There's a bookshelf against the back wall. It has a very large iron hook, a mirror, and a crossbow with some bolts next to it. There also seems to be a whip that is hanging on the wall, and there are various bowls that are full of water and food.
I'm gonna tie his legs up with that whip.
Okay.
Did you say crossbow?
I said crossbow and a bullwhip on the wall, yes.
Does it look expensive?
Looks pretty nice, yeah. Do you want the crossbow?
Yes.
You want the crossbow, okay. What's your inventory looking like? You can pick up the crossbow. All right, crossbow is yours. Let's see.
Oh, I guess I left my bear trap behind, didn't I?
You did, yeah. You can go ahead and remove that. Okay. It technically has ammunition. We're not going to worry about that for now. I think if you equip the crossbow, you can attack with multiple weapons. You can. Cool. You have your crossbow, you have your sword. Ammo. There we go. All right, we'll worry about the ammo later. This crossbow is pretty good. It does D8 damage, actually.
Ooh.
It does have ammo, though, so you do need to worry about that. It's hiding somewhere. Bolt. There it is. All right, you have 4 bolts. We'll go to your violence. Ammo is bolts. You have 4 shots of D8 damage at a reasonable range.
Jokes.
So that is all yours. You're tying his feet up with the whip.
Yeah,
All right, excellent. You're able to
I'm
do that.
dragging his ass out of here.
All right, this is going to be somewhat of an ordeal to drag him, but you do indeed begin dragging this rather plump boy southward. The door, as I mentioned, stays open as the eye is not going anywhere. And where are we all headed? Just straight south?
Yep.
This
Just-
way.
And quickly.
Try and
Okay.
leave as fast as possible.
All right. You move
we
through the
came for.
room deftly. It doesn't begin to shift or turn, but you hear the rumbling of the worm. It doesn't attack you. It doesn't move. You guys got out just in time, but you can tell it was maybe thinking of getting a little another snack. Maybe, who knows?
What's behind this door?
You realize that door to your west, Smog, is actually locked, and there's a dead guard in the room.
I kick his body.
You kick his body and hear the jingle jangle of something metal on him.
I'll grab the keys.
Okay, this guard had the keys to that room.
Wow.
Wow.
I will use the keys in the door.
All right, as you pop the key in here, you're able to unlock the door.
Oh my god. Okay, close the door.
Yeah, you very quickly are assaulted by the stank.
Okay.
There is smoke billowing like crazy into this room now.
Is
you-
he knocked out like while I'm dragging him?
He's knocked out. Yeah, you just drag him across the floor. You're coming in here, Smog. Hold up, Smog. Okay, this room is on fire.
Oh.
We go around.
So I mean, you can open it and you can see like a bookcase with most of the books. Sorry, real quick. Do you open the door or no? You see smoke billowing out.
Yeah, I'll open it, realize it's smoke, and close it.
When you realize that, you do see that the room's on fire. There is one book that is not on fire.
Oh, quickly dash in and grab the book.
Okay, roll me agility.
Okay, I think you did it.
That's a 20. Okay,
Hey,
Hold up.
you might have gotten that.
you grabbed the
Maybe.
shit out of this book. My God. Oh my God. Okay, not only do you grab this book, you notice next to it somewhere that was like wedged under something metal, like a plate that fell, some more crossbow bolts. 3 of them actually, and you're able to quickly nab them and shove them into your pouch before you leave this room. No burns, no anything. You definitely snatch this book and you just book it.
For the book, I guess I'll have to drop my knife.
You drop your knife, okay. I don't know if you can add like a custom item. Oh, you can add a custom item, yeah. So for reference, you can go over your inventory, but for every item you do, not for every item, if you go over, you add +2 DR to agility and strength tests because you're slowed down, which makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll drop the knife. I
Yeah.
don't have a crossbow and a sword.
indeed. Yes. Yeah, the cool thing about the system is the stronger you are, it freaking matters because you can carry more shit, and that's actually important. So the book feels different, Smog. And as you exit the room and close the door, you hear something shifting behind you that wasn't the fire and wasn't the books. You're not entirely sure what it was.
In the room?
Something in the room shifted, yes.
All right.
And as you guys are moving them out, what are y'all doing?
We're still
Go
trying
on.
to leave.
Can we try it? I'm gonna let them drag him. I want to try and drag the old man out.
Trying to touch the old man unfortunately does nothing. But you're getting an interesting vibe. This room's got vibes. Looking southward. I guess that's
Are all the
stores.
candles lit?
This room is lit, yes.
No, these things.
Yes, this room is lit.
They're all lit.
It's lit ×4, yeah.
I want to blow the candles out.
Okay. You blow one candle out. And what are you doing exactly, Orgle, to this old man?
I was gonna try and drag him out if I could.
You begin to try to drag him out, and every time you can touch him, but when you try to move him, your hands like face through him. He's not wanting to go anywhere. You begin to
Alright, then I'll
blow
leave.
the lights out, Pele, and the room is just getting darker and darker. You go to blow up the
Stop
third
it.
one, and then you move to the fourth. And Orgle, you see Pele doing this.
Yell at him to stop.
Do you blow out the fourth one, Pele?
Stop it. We're leaving. Leave the old weird man alone.
I was trying to see if that would do anything.
It'll
Why
be
does your
fine.
lights
We'll
would do
find the whole
anything?
time.
Guys,
What
did
is
you
why?
see that?
I
Guys,
don't know what you're talking about.
guys,
We're leaving.
guys!
I don't know what you're oh god.
Ah! Let me out of this room!
Am I actually out or am I supposed to still be in
No,
there?
I think I would have shoved you
Me
back
and
inside.
Smog are stuck! Ah!
I'm
As
just gonna start
you-
running as
you
fast as I
southward?
can while dragging the kid. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, they're running. I'm running too.
Okay. At this point, who's dragging the kid? Because you
I
got a
mean,
distance to
I-
drag him.
I'm pretty sure we're all trying to drag him, or at
Oh,
least we
yeah,
should to go faster.
Orgle grabs an arm. I'll grab another arm.
Okay, so all 3 of you are just going for drag down?
What the fuck
Yeah.
is that thing?
Okay.
Just shut up, just go.
You
I
see
some shit, but I don't know what that is. Let's go.
smoke is billowing out of the room you guys were in as these corpses begin slowly shimmering towards you. As you say that, Pele, you kind of recognize them a little bit because you poked one of them before and probably have one of their fingers in your pocket.
I think
Oh,
they're
no.
bad because I have his finger.
Probably.
Indeed. Fortunately for you guys, they are too slow and you guys are working together very well. So you guys just
Run
kind of
away.
book it. You're running really quick, right?
Oh yes.
We're going
Okay.
as fast as we can.
Orgel, roll me a d6.
Oh, good.
Okay. As you're running past Orgel, you guys are kind of like panicking. You're like, shit. And as you do, your mouth opens and a butterfly flies into your mouth.
Oh, yeah, I just eat it.
As you eat it, it heals you for 6.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
You feel invigorated. And so you need to chew on this butterfly.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
And you guys are able to indeed run out of the Shadow King's lost heir, the accursed den. And you kind of drag his ass up through here, and he is just kind of like limp. And you kind of hear him going, "Argh," as you're slowly pulling him along, and it's like dunk, 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 as his head just bouncing on his leg. Random body parts are just hitting the stairs as you guys are trying to like get this pretty heavy boy up here. And we'll switch to a quick montage. Pardoned by the king, we'll start with Orgel. What do you ask of the king?
Was like a reward.
Technically, I mean, partially your reward was, pardoned.
Getting to not be in jail anymore.
Yeah, that's part of your reward. Do you want anything else?
I'd want a new monkey.
You want a new monkey. Knowing that you're such a huge fan of monkeys, he goes, you know what? I grant you my finest monkey.
Yes.
It'll be deposited to your Dropbox very soon. Smog. You guys did indeed bring the air back in one piece. What do you want?
Please, my liege, I wish a new scroll.
You wish for another scroll.
A magic power scroll.
And with that, thinking, and he goes, I probably have something that I'm sitting on. Why not? And they kind of like, come on over. And with that, they kind of find someone to dig up a scroll for you. And let's go ahead and roll on that table. Sure. They are aware that these are relatively rare, but they go, you know what? Sure. You can definitely have this. And they give it to you. You now have Grace for a Sinner. A creature of your choice gets plus D6 on one roll.
Does creature count humans too?
Creature means anything. Creature means target.
Ooh, that means I could have helped my worm, right?
You could have, yeah. Literally any creature could get a plus D6 to a roll. Correct.
I think I need a pet for this to work. I'll give it to the monkey then.
Okay.
Here, monkey, kill harder.
Excellent. And then Pele, what do you wish for?
Can I ask an game question real quick?
You may.
Are we playing with these characters again?
Potentially.
Your answer determines what I do right now.
I mean, this game is very simple, so I can throw a game together fairly quickly, yeah.
Who's in the room?
Oh, we'll say each of you have individual audiences, and the king just has, his guards as per usual.
Uh-huh.
They await your answer.
Is Smog and Orgel with me?
I would probably say he met each of you one at a time.
I'm gonna walk up to the king. He's asking me what I want.
Correct, yeah.
Please don't kill him.
I need you to get the voices out of my head. Do you
Oh,
hear
God.
them? Do you hear the voices?
I get closer to him, and then I just like leap at him with my swords. I'm like, get the voices out of my head! I'm gonna start stabbing him.
You can only get so close until all of his cards react. And potentially turn Pele into a shish kebab. We'll pause your fate mid-air as you
You
go
are
to
now
stab.
mincemeat.
Who knows what happened to Pele?
He's a gut-born scum. That's what happens sometimes.
Exactly. He a crazy boy, though. All right. What is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I made a random item. What the hell's this thing? Oh, I'm not gonna touch that. Leave it alone. Was that everything? I think it was. I'll ask you an extra question. Smog. Go ahead and roll me, for shits and giggles, roll me a d4. I love that you rolled a 4.
No, I hate.
Do you
that I
get a
rolled
monkey?
4.
No. But the text, as you begin to flip through this book,
Oh no.
you feel compelled to read the line, "You dead, arise."
Is this a necromantic book?
Maybe.
I am so into necromancy right now.
It's so hot right now.
It really is. I keep finding it in webtoons and stuff.
Perfect. As you shout this, wherever you may be, Smog, where are you?
I'm probably outside waiting for Pele and Orgle to come out, assuming I was first, and then just Pele.
Perfect.
Whichever order.
Yeah, you're basically in the waiting room, and as you're just compelled to read this, you're sitting in a, for your guys' standards, everything looks pretty nice, but it's seen better days, we'll say. A swirling, malefic force almost knocks you out of your chair, but you're able to kind of right yourself. And looking to your left, you can see singe and burn marks in this chair, and it's also scattered about throughout the floor. And you see a very tired demon comprised purely of crystal just sitting in the chair next to you. And it kind of rubs its eyes. And it looks to you, Smog, and it's like,
Did thou summon me?
Did I?
Did you speak the words?
You mean these words? I'll say them again.
as you do it, kind of just like, yep, and gives you a nod, like, that's it.
Oh, cool. I summoned you.
Gives you a nod, like,
You summoned part of me, yes. My other half is
looking around the room.
Where the hell are we?
The castle?
Unfortunate. My other part is bound to the room in which you found that book.
Oh, well, we're not going back there. Sorry.
Shit. Well,
go ahead and roll me presence. All right, you succeed. And you feel something pulling at you, Smog. And the creature's eyes kind of roll back of it as you see its crystals begin to just kind of fold into itself, and it makes a really high-pitched chiming noise. You kind of have to cover your ears, but you're able to avoid whatever this effect is. And it looks at you, seeing that you're mostly unaffected, and says,
maybe later then.
And then the creature vanishes.
Suddenly not so sure about this book.
You have restored one use of a power for the day.
Excellent.
So you got that going for you. Looking kind of around the room, you see one of the guards. We'll say there's like two guards in this room. One guard seems unaffected. The guard next to him, his his eye is just kind of melted out of his skull. And he's dead on the floor. The other guard's watching like, what the shit? And looks to you and the burn spot on the on the couch next to where you're sitting.
I will look the other way and start whistling.
With this absolute just like, oomph. He goes, you know what? I ain't messing with that. And just kind of looks the other way.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. All right, and we'll go ahead and pause it there.
Nice.
Most excellent.
My poor monkey.
I needed... You fed it to
Rest
a
in
Yeah, you
peace.
spider.
said it. There's no poor monkey there.
There's no poor monkey.
Rest in peace.
Well, not
Pele.
anymore.
He was a good
Definitely
serial
not.
killer.
I mean, he's technically in a stomach. He's it's the circle of life. Totally normal.
Actually, did the spider come with us?
The spider's waiting for more food, and you guys said there's more food in the room, so it's going around and kind of eating things, basically.
Oh, so he didn't follow us when we left.
No, he didn't follow you. I also will say you guys missed one secret. Would you like to see it?
Si,
Sure.
senor.
Sure. Let me drag you guys over there. Other than that, you guys basically found everything. There was a way to interact with the old man. Do you want to make a guess?
I tried blowing out the candles.
That wasn't it.
Something to do with the food, the plates and stuff on the
The
table?
pictures.
If all of you sit down as if prepare for a meal, he'll begin talking.
Oh.
Oh, well.
You almost did. You guys started to sit down.
Thought about it.
Thought about it. Obviously, falling into the sludge is basically just effectively you're just making rolls every turn to not instantly die, because the thing, it can't eat you in one turn. So it doesn't even roll for damage. It just beat a d6 or die, and then the sludge will just burn through your skin. So that's not great. Who likes paintings?
I do.
Excellent.
Was it like a Dark Souls situation where you go into the painting?
No, close.
No.
But that's a whole other dungeon. Jesus. There's two things you can do. So you can realize if you look closely at the painting before you touch it, you can realize it's a switch. If you look real close at it, rather than just the painting itself, like if you touch it without moving it. And then if you look around the floor, you can see that there are actually lines on the floor that open up to a trap, which drops you straight down, and you take a decent amount of damage. But if you know it's coming, you can avoid it. You then fall into a tunnel that can either go, I think it only goes one direction. Yeah, it goes one direction. You can get it to lead you back to here. I put Smog. There's like a tiny channel that you can get to lead there, or it leads you over yonder, over this way. And then through here.
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly. There's a fun little room of another NPC that potentially would have helped you kill the boss.
I didn't need his help.
You did not.
Yeah, punk ass bitch. I would have killed him.
So they're chilling here with a whole bunch of other individuals. You guys can stay and they'll heal you. As written, it's very odd. So you get brew, you heal for D6, which is great. That could be all your HP. And then basically they drug you, and then you're attacked, and your defense rolls are -2. Which I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of that. It'd be more fun if you convinced them to like, hey, not you come, but hey, can I get your hosts here? Can they come and help us kill the dude? Like, they very much want to get rid of the boy. They were trying to do what you did, Smog. They were trying to take the giant gutworm and turn it against Fletcher, the cannibal warlock. That was literally what this person wanted to do, and that's exactly what you did.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Yes. If you just walk in and walk out, they will attack you because that scene is an offense. I was going to change it to if you talk to them and you get some food, you just get a free heal. And then on top of that, you can probably get their assistance as long as you guys can like say the right thing. But I think that's all the secrets basically. There's some like in random rooms you roll a d4 to see what randomly pops up. One of them was the spider, and that was completely random. It's not even supposed to be there. One of them was the spirit. That's also not supposed to be there. So there's some randomness to the dungeon too, which is pretty cool. I think there's one other room that has the little goblins are also random. Anything could have been in there. Could have been a dude. So I thought that was kind of cool, and they're kind of hanging on the hook. So of course, if you want to fight them, you can like swing from the hook and like do more damage, or maybe hook into them and stun them on the hook so they can't move, shit like that. But yeah, that's basically the whole ass dungeon. Thought it was pretty well. Yeah, I thought it was pretty well put together for like an intro quest on how to play the game. Very detailed. There's so much going on. Like the way that this place is put together, there is a shit ton going on. It's all super connected. A lot of it is to teach you to touch things, but don't instantly touch them. Be semi-cautious. Also eat butterflies, I guess. I don't know.
And also don't touch pretty shiny rocks on the wall.
Correct. Basically, what a lot of this is trying to teach you. Oh, and if you take a book or anything from the room, it didn't say if you take a bone from the room, but if you take something from the room, like a torch or a book or something valuable, the skeletons wake up and try to attack you.
Wake up.
So the book being taken is what did it?
Correct. Yeah, the book being taken is what triggered them.
I guess I probably will go back to get my
Good job, Smog.
half, but
I mean, not that it matters because I'm dead, but good job.
we'll just find a new companion.
Precisely. Also, check this out. Go ahead and open up your character sheet.
One who's less crazy.
All right.
Hey, I had to play into it. He looks like a serial killer.
He looks like a psycho.
Yes, he does. Yes.
So what I was going to say, when you killed all the people, which that plays to your character. I was going to say if one of you died, you guys can go one of two things. I was going to say you can take over one of the prisoners, and that can just be I'll just boom, instantly roll you a new character, boom, that's who you are. And then maybe there's like gear or something on the
but I killed them all.
You killed them all. So I was going to say there was someone hiding in the corpse pile.
Oh, that would have worked.
And as you guys go by, I would have had you play this like blood-covered dude who's like, I just want to leave. Or I want revenge or something. So no matter what, there would have been an extra NPC floating around here somewhere you guys could have played. Or if you guys convinced the guards, I could have turned one of the guards to a player character. So there's enough shit floating around here, and I can instantly make a character. The old man is too special. Something
I want to be him.
Something pretty cool. Well, we'll do this for Orgel. Go ahead and open up your character sheet real quick. So let me damage you down to 4. So if you're when you go down in this game, you basically roll a d4 and like something bad can happen. If you roll a 4, you actually are dead. If you roll anything else, basically you're like stunned for a second or you're knocked out, whatever. If you rest, you can do a long rest or a short rest. Basically, you have to have food Short rest always heals for D4. Long rest always heals for D6, and you get to get your omens back and your powers. Blah 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 blah. And then it asks if you want to eat, if you're infected. If you don't have food, you can't do a rest, which is pretty interesting. If you starve because you have no food, you actually start losing HP, which is interesting. But we'll go ahead and do this instead. Do you see the Get Better button? Where it says Get?
Yes.
Go ahead and click that.
Get better.
It just instantly freaking rolls for you. So
Nice.
The way this works is you roll 6d10. If the number's higher than your current HP, you increase your HP by 1d6. For everything else, you roll, I think you roll a d6, I think, or something like that. And if the number is higher or lower than your plus stat, it goes up. Your stats can go down. So you got lucky and all 4 of your stats went up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You also found something left in the breeze. You found a sacred scroll. What was that sacred scroll? It was
It's
bestial.
the one I already have.
Yeah, I know, right? So there's literally just a Get Better button. Go ahead and push that as well, Smog.
Better?
Yeah. For you, Smog, yeah, sorry, I clicked for him. You also found a scroll. You gained 1 HP, 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 presence, 1 toughness. So basically, because your stats were kind of shit, it basically lets you like level up faster. So he got lucky with his HP. He literally went from like 6 to 12. You only gained 1 HP. But that's part of the randomness. And then Pele, go ahead and hit Get Better as well. Your ghost will get better.
Your mincemeat corpse.
Exactly. Cool. So you gained 5 HP, 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 presence, 1 toughness. Basically, if you're a shitty character, you're going to get stronger, guaranteed. So the game is pretty nice with that. If you keep doing this over and over and over, you can end up getting enough HP.
Oh, I got a
That's cool.
+1 strength, and my agility is now +0.
Yes, yeah. So all your stats went up by 1 because they weren't that good. So the game, it's kind of random on how you upgrade, but basically your first level is always going to be pretty potent. To the point where if you don't like squishy characters, you can just start off at level 2, basically. Or, survive. You don't have to fight. Technically, you guys could have convinced the guards to like not fight with you. You could have tried siding with them. You could have convinced the other person to fight with you. You did convince the spider to fight with you. You literally could have summoned an army to go kill this dude. If you wanted to. So like, with how this dungeon is laid out, you don't technically have to fight at all. You could effectively, if you're smart enough, get everything in the dungeon to go kill the boss for you. Which is hilarious. I feel bad about the monkey, but...
I'm cool with it.
Of course you are. I mean, it was either that or get eaten by the spider, so goodbye, monkey.
Yeah, small price to pay.
Indeed. Also, yes, having more strength means you can carry more things. I'm pretty sure your stats max out at some point. +6, I think, is the highest you're allowed to go. But it's hard to get there because it's random, and your stats can go down if you're unlucky. What'd you gain?
Hermetic step.
Hermetic Step. You find all traps in your path for 2d10 minutes. And then you gained Tongue of Eris. Oh, creature of your choice is confused for 10 minutes. Wow, Jesus. So I can't find it. Oh, there's a really funny one. Where is it? So it's kind of cool. This game is insanely modular. I guess before I rambled for longer, what'd you guys think? Did you enjoy it?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Excellent.
interesting.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I have a list of like 7 OSR titles, and I want to test them all to see which one I like the most. Because I have a ton of adventures that are like this, but the problem is I literally cannot use them for 5e, period. You're way too strong in 5e. Or you have too many abilities or ways to get around simple things, so I'd have to go in and tinker the whole dungeon. And there's nothing really wrong with that, but the sort of actual dungeon crawling, my inventory matters, I only have limited use of like 1 or 2 spells per day, things like that. And thinking outside the box, I want to find a system that does that very well. And then I literally have like 50 adventures. I have so many. And I also have a whole bunch for 5e too, which is why I can do something else with that. But I'm trying to find one that works really, really well for this style. Very brutal, very quick. And if you die, so what? Instantly roll a new character. Something where I think the way someone put it is rather than becoming a Superman, you become Batman. So you start off as a nobody and you become very strong, but you're still human. The max HP you can get in this game, which is basically impossible, is 60. Because you roll 60-10, and if it's higher than what you have, you go up by a d6. Well, you literally can't, you can roll a 60 with 60-10, but the odds of that are so low. And that's a lot of HP for this game. 60 is a shit ton of HP, realistically. You could be adventuring for quite some time. 20 is a lot of HP for this game, though. Realistically, that's a pretty healthy amount.
I personally like how Fate is done because I feel like it's more easier to like story driven wise, and like I don't know. Like, because you said you can do like any genre you want, whether it's sci-fi or western or medieval or whatever.
Correct. That's one thing I'm definitely trying to do. I'm trying to find what's good for everything. So this would work for Fate, but it would be less tense and it would be less nail biting because like it's not. I mean, your character doesn't have to die, obviously, but one of the tenets of old school play is thinking and going through this, that, and the other. Whereas Fate is very much more story, and I love that. Like I really do enjoy that. You do kind of control your character's fate, literally. Because that is part of the system, that's part of your character. It's really easy to tell a story in Fate, and Fate is insanely modular. I could take any system or anything. I can give you spell slots. I can give you X number of uses per day easily. I can fit all that into Fate if I wanted to. Very, very simply. You can literally remove consequences and only have HP. I can say you have 15 HP, done. There's no more consequences. You throw them out the window. You don't even need them. You can play Fate that way. That's literally a rule. So yeah, Fate's fantastic for that. And I like that we're playing all these different games, and I'm trying to find what's best for what. So Fate's really good for story. Mork Borg is the one we've played so far for OSR, but this one's definitely solid. You can add feats, you can make custom characters, there's all these crazy tables you can roll on, so you can just click a button and get a dude. Or I have, there's a third-party expanded module that literally adds like 15 more classes that'll have really crazy, like one's called like the Pale Knight, the Cursed Skinwalker, the Damned Thrallblade, there's all these, the Dead God's Prophet, like there's all these really crazy classes you can play, and they all have very evocative skills. So that's super fun. You can, of course, just play one, you can custom make one, and it has something hilarious that I can't freaking find. If you fail rolling on a scroll, something horrible can happen, which is why I gave you guys all scrolls. I wanted you to use them. If you critically fail, it's not called a Sin Eater. I don't know if I'm blind or what. Maybe. I'm probably blind. Anyway, it's in the PDF, but some crazy shit can happen. One of my favorites is all your skin, everything just falls off and you become a walking, talking skeleton.
Wonderful.
Literally the best. Some are super gross, so I wouldn't read them, but if you're squeamish to like body horror, but others are hilarious. One of them is basically just a portal opens and is it the Hydra? Or no, it's the Basilisk. The Basilisk. Like he, they don't even have names. They do, but like, it's them. You know what I mean? It's super intense. Literally just appears behind you and just eats you.